When did the word start? That appears to be a match. Real match. Whoa! Loud. For my ears. No, it's nice and too quiet. Let's get it a little bit louder. That might be a bit too much for me. That's nice and quiet. Oh yeah, poison. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta get a drink and some ice cream. Here I am. Oh, it's nothing. I missed the entire poison match. This might be casuals. I was expecting some big old thing. Because it's a tournament, I guess. DJ? What is that fucking Sagat outfit? It's like half of a clown. It's like he got hit by like a fucking clown like stripe. Like a beam came down from heaven that turns you into a clown, but it only got a little bit of him. Nice matchup. You don't see anything like this in SF5. Does that really punish? Hard Sagat by Sagat low forward. That's a weird execution error. I think he did it on purpose. The uppercut. which makes me feel like it can be a punish. So early. That was cool. The DP focus interaction there. Sagat's high tiger shot has so much better. He didn't even do that step kick. Sagat's high tiger shot has so much better recovery. It makes it a lot better for Fireball Wars. That sounds like it will work then. It looked weird from a range issue too, though. Ooh, counter hit combo. That's a 4-frame link with counter hit. Damn, I thought that was like -5 for EX Sobot. That's pretty bad. You can space it, but, you know, if something's -7 or -9, someone can probably punish it even if it's spaced. That was all his meter. It was like over once that was blocked. Without uppercut FADC, very hard for Sagat to land Ultra One. Too far. That was very nice. Hid the charging in his up kick. You gotta remember that DJ still has all his charges when he does that fucking light up kick. I don't think Sakura is bad, but I'm surprised so many people believed in her for like the lifespan of this game. I don't think she stands out very much. She's certainly a unique playstyle, don't get me wrong. But I think that she gives low tier impressions, although I wouldn't go as far as to say she's a low tier. Her meterless damage is through the fucking roof, especially in some matchups. But in every matchup it's pretty high, and she's very safe. But her mix-up is just not there, I feel. Oh, I've been moused over this whole time. My bad, I didn't notice. She's not like super duper hard to keep out. She's probably one of the easiest characters in the game to keep out. She's just relying on a fucking regular ass jump and walking. Although her walk speed is pretty good. She's scary when she gets in. Kind of. She's just playing the frame trap mix up, which is like you'd rather do any other mix up in this game. One EX to land an ultra is pretty good, and the EX 1-bar ultra combo, even with a not great setup, does like 450 damage or more. From like a full combo with like jump roundhouse, like fierce EX Tatsu. What was her link? I don't even remember her like damage link. She could go into fierce from a lot of stuff, but I can't remember if she had like what she had to do high damage. I can only remember jab links into fierce. Maybe she just did. Oh, she used light Tatsu stuff in place of link combos. That's right. It would be like close fierce, light Tatsu, crouch fierce. That was her damage link. I don't know why I couldn't think of that for a sec. Ah! I think her max would start off of like close medium kick, but it depends on the character. Even that wouldn't work on everyone. DJ would work. Remember a combo on twins? I think on twins it was close medium kick, light Tatsu, close medium kick again, light Tatsu, then close fierce light Tatsu, and then like crouch fierce light Tatsu or something like that, and then the last light Tatsu hit super deep, and you could link a low forward, so you could get low forward DP. She had like a really strong. She had like a 400 damage like meteorless combo on twins. Don't drop any combos. It had like 4-1 prim links in it though. That was a close strong cancel from DJ. Low strong is decently powerful for DJ. Most of his other canceling normals are kind of disappointing. Close fierce only gets his first hit when canceling, which is like why. Low strong was 70, which is pretty good. Low fierce was 80, which is like the low end of a heavy normal. Maybe low strong is 80. I remember a 10 damage between them. But it might be 80, 90 instead of 70, 80. I got a hitbox. It's because he had a dive kick. Dive kicks are big. How did DJ end up being like the most played arcade character after this game died? What is it with DJ that like he's like people ignore him until the game dies and then they start playing him? Something about this character people just don't like, don't notice, I guess. DJs have long defended this matchup as actually being great for DJ. Kimmy's ability to punish is very good, but her her left-right mix-up is dead on DJ. It literally doesn't work. Her dive kick his ass against him. Ooh. Because of that move. And that's one of her best mix-up slash pressure options. Real light kick versus cross-up dive kick, non-cross-up dive kick. I finished my ice cream. Ooh, I said links. Oh, he did light. EX got worse. Ooh, I love that combo. I think it still works though. I think hard up kick is max damage there. Oh, he traded with it, but he could have just beat it. So it's a dive kick. He chose not to do it. Smart. Instant dive kick is pretty much equally good on every character. On every opponent, that is. Very potent. People bitch about Kemi's EX dive kick in SF5, but SF4 EX dive kick puts it to shame. Ooh. It's like if it works, it's fucking get whatever your optimal link is. No knockdown or anything. And if it's blocked, it's like plus fucking 20. And it can be done much lower to the ground. And meter in general is like faster to build. Or rather, it builds at about the same speed, but you're using a quarter of your bar instead of a third of it. Oh, he went for some cool stuff. DJ actually, I think, does a little bit more damage out of his hard Sagat, but I think his medium Sagat is more plus and also has less pushback. So you can get easy links out of the medium Sagat, but like technically optimal links out of the hard Sagat. But there are certain combos where he literally cannot. Oh my god, this DJ. He definitely had charge there. I don't know why the fuck his punish was that stupid. It's a bunch of fucking jabs. Like, I don't know if he had up-down charge. I don't think he did. He'd sacrifice it by doing a stand jab at the start of his punish. But he definitely had left-right charge, and DJ can still get completed combos out of that. Whatever. That looks like we're at a big break. Adon versus Boxer. That's cool. That's a cool matchup. Boxer saw no significant gameplay changes since Vanilla. His damage got a little worse. His non... He got a better overheads that are also lose their combo ability. Which is overall maybe a nerf. He lost like light overhead links and medium overhead links. So he just has heavy overhead and EX overhead, right? But the heavy and EX one are pretty unsafe, and the light and medium one are a lot safer. And it's hard to tell them apart. They all look the goddamn same. Nice. No charge. Or no follow-up at all. He had charge for sure. There was just nothing to do. Ah! Cool links. That probably should have been Ultra. I imagine he tried to do Ultra. That meter was not worth spending if he wasn't going to do Ultra. And Ultra was, like, he wasn't going to get a better opportunity than that for landing Ultra 2. Adon's another character where, like, apart from DPF ADC, he has very little hope of landing an Ultra 2. There's only a few other things it even works on. Technically, you can ATR with it, although it's not great. The hitbox is deceptively bad. What am I looking at here? Is it going to be the big old combo? I want to see the big old combo. Here we go. I'm ready. Oh, that's it. He's just trying to land level 3 focus into that. He just wants to land the combo. I bet he's going to land it too. I love this because as soon as he gets it once, it's going to be fucking a giant chunk of Yun's health just like that. Oh. Yun has the low hard kick TC, which is basically useless apart from breaking focus. Here we go. Oh. There we go. Oh, it's happening. Oh, he FADC'd it. Unfortunately, you got to cut the other one a little bit low because you're only +3 on that FADC. That was a good video. I could see it. This is like one of a couple matchups where I can see Balrog Ultra 2 being good. It has somewhat surprising range. It's not huge. It's not as big as like Geef Ultra 1, but it's not too far away. He can use it against himself. Ooh, interesting punish. He can use it against Dan. Those are the big ones off the top of my head. Not that there's any Dan players. Whoa. That was a execution error. I think it was a failed EX upper. Balrog's EX low smash is kind of interesting because it's literally like a counter to the entire focus mechanic. It's got armor, so it can't be hit by any release. It chases down backdashes, and it breaks armor itself. There aren't that many moves like that in this game. It's also pretty cheap, it's 1 bar. Although you do need charge to use it. But like, I can count on like one hand the number of moves that just shut down entire focus scenario. Rose's EX drill does it too. So does Bison's EX scissor kick. That's 2 more off the top of my head. Oof. Turn punch is quite good. Turn punch can be hit by focus, but you have to time it. Alright, that's good. That uppercut is kind of awkward because it kills your left-right charge. It's what happens. It's what you have to do to get out of the corner if you accidentally turn punch too early. You can do turn punch into dash punch there to get 2 whiffs for meter build. And if you do the turn punch too early, you get the cross under, so you have to do the headbutt, which still gives you 2 whiffs for meter build, but then you don't have charge. So this looks kind of silly. But it's like a nice little salvage tech that Balogs did. That would have been space to be safe, I think, maybe. Oh, this is bad. Rock and chip out like nobody's business. That might have been cancelled into something, like a fucking light dash punch. This is James Chen. I remember whenever this matchup was on stream, he would always say, he would always bring up the Kemi punish. Rog like light dash punch is like -3, and Kemi could technically punish it, but because of the spacing, she can only use a single jab to punish it. She can't like do 2 jabs as a punish because the first one will push out too far for the second one to hit. So she has to punish with she has to get a frame perfect punish with a single jab, and then cancel straight away into a very unsafe move, spiral arrow or uppercut. Probably spiral arrow in this game, since uppercut has a lot less range than it does in SF5. Or maybe just her limbs are longer. Most of her max range cancels still convert into uppercut in SF5, but in this game they don't. Ooh, I wonder who recovered first there. It could have been Rog. Oh, that's big. The shimmy was Gutex. Gutex did that. He had a whiff punish there. That could have been... Okay, it's over. Wow, he picked fucking Stand Fierce for his punish and it whiffed on Kami. That's why you don't do shit like that. Stand Fierce is a slow normal anyway, but it also has a very garbage hitbox. Honestly, there's a lot of moves like that in this game. Not a lot, but like oftentimes like 1 per character. Same matchup. Maybe it does. It's a one frame link and 1 2 frame link. This is M Bison, dude. Boxer is M Bison in Japan. Nice. Ah, it's a valiant effort. He couldn't use the dash punch there because he was dead. Can't armor death in this game. I guess you can't armor death in SF5 anymore. I think I remember PR Rog like doing a full charge level 3 focus. It's very unusual from a Rog. It's unusual in high level play in general to see a level 3 focus, since the risk is just very high in general. And most people know how to deal with it by that point. The only reason it usually works is just people like, you know, not expecting it. Oof. Nice, he kept the charge. If Balrog gets an anti-air light uppercut like that, he can pass under for a few frames. And it's annoying because you lose your ultra charge. Ooh. Kemi's full screen presence is good. If Raga escapes with some dash punches, he'll like... Some won't go under Kemi, which can be good or bad depending on the angle. And some she can still spiral arrow after. But Rog shouldn't even do those ones. It's usually just EX dash straight. Ah, drop the link. Interesting start. He started with close forward. I wonder if that's stronger than low strong. Low strong is what probably like 90% of Balrogs would use there. Oh, see. Yeah, Spiral Arrow being low would occasionally just pierce defenses because people were holding the wrong direction. Iron, very nice. Oh yeah, DJ. Ooh, I think Balrog strong is only like 70. Yeah, that's a decent increase. Granted, he probably could have done close roundhouse there, and that would have been better still. But you know, it's whatever. I like close medium kick there. Ah, anti-air far roundhouse. That's weird. Usually it's far fierce from DJs, but to be 100% honest, all of DJs anti-airs are a bit iffy except the ones that require charge, which don't work from far away. Whoa. He hit a light uppercut. Oh, the counter hit set up with the crutch jab, crutch fierce. Catch people attacking, no problem. Ooh, jump back fierce. I like that. Even if Kemi dive kicks and dodges the fierce. Whoa! Okay, he just charged another one. No respect, no fear. That was probably safe, but it might not have been. That hit so deep. The X is the second easiest drill to space, but you can space all of them to be safe pretty easily. The light one's easiest, of course. Oof. Pretty optimal. Kemi's optimal link, I think, is close fierce, far fierce, but that doesn't work on everyone. It should work pretty easily on DJ. It's a one frame link too, so that's a good reason not to do it. Bit awkward. Kemi could probably low forward that. Even when it's like really spaced, DJ's crouch roundhouse is kind of bad, I feel. Very nice charging. Very nice. Far forward anti-air. This guy's pulling out all the fucking tricks. I think with a delayed EX upper, he would have been able to snipe Kemi there on that jump over. That was not a punish, no way. DJ might have a juggle after that anti-air fireball. He might have close roundhouse. This is looking really good for DJ. Got a fat meter advantage. Kemi's only hope right now is to try and get a meter and do an EX dive kick Ultra 1. That's like your main hope of winning. And yeah, you can see DJ just blocked. Oh no! Yeah. DJ was thinking the same thing. He's like, if anything happens to me, it's not going to be an EX dive kick up Ultra 1. Ooh, Sim. This is a cool matchup. This is probably hard for DJ. Sim gives Guile a lot of problems. Well, not a lot. But this is probably similar. I don't know if DJ's knee shot does a lot of work here, though. This guy's playing pretty well, too. I mean, fucking Sim. Oh, he had a slide there. Light slide was the best hope to get out of that. Oh, a little late. He wanted to go under, I think. Didn't have time. I'll take that. Oh, very nice. DJ can't dodge this. Even with a knee shot. Very nice. Sim is so hype in this game. Not hype's the wrong word. He's cool. That was a punish. He got to teleport away. It's a common execution error. Did he just throw that away? Damn. Because his air normal missed. Oh my god, that was EX Blast. This fucking Sim. He's having some execution problems. That was nice. You always gotta do Sim's teleports. I mean, not teleports, it's EX flames with 2 buttons, because if you do them with 3, you'll get the teleport. Maybe he wanted, like, teleport away after back forward. Maybe EX Blast wasn't even gonna hit. EX Flame. Yoga Flame. Very nice. Ooh, very nice. That fucking slide to beat the Stand Fierce, that was cool. Slide has more active frames. If you want to beat Sim normals, you want to move with a lot of active frames, and Slide has a ton. And Sim, for pretty much all his normals, has a hurt box that extends across the screen before the actual hitbox. So if he like extends his way into an active hitbox, oh, I think back forward might have punished that. If he extends his way into an active hitbox, he'll get hit by it before his zoom normal can come out. Okay, that was on purpose. Roundhouse anti-air. High damage on that. Knee shot looks like it does help DJ get in a bit. The problem is it helps him get in without giving him... He has like no charge. Neat combo. Counter hit back. Counter hit low strong. That back strong into... Ooh. Short. Zoom short. The thing about Sim that's really interesting is that at any point that he's predicting you to throw a fireball, he could do teleport behind. Instant air teleport behind. And it'll give him a full jump in punish on the fireball. So every single fireball Sim can jump in on. And it's not super duper risky. It's like a little risky. You can hit Sim out of the air. But it's hard to... You can't get a grounded punish on him. Ooh. So like theoretically you could, you know... You could like DPF ADC if you did that. But most of the time that won't happen. You'll probably just get like a stand jab or a low fierce or something. Rog. Onigiri-san. Onigiri-san. An onigiri is a rice ball. What? The focus release, not even the focus dash. He knew DJ wouldn't cross up. I wasn't sure of that. Rog players know their own hitboxes though. They know how tall Rog is. Ooh. That's the classic. That's the vanilla classic. That shit worked for free in vanilla. People wouldn't block high. Nothing about it changed in fucking 5 versions. EX overhead. Low short. Buffalo headbutt ultra one. Low strong works naturally. But a lot of people just use low short because it had lower pushback and was an easier link. Neat. That crouch roundhouse high hitbox is super unreliable. Very nice. OS. Or just reaction. was more of a catch-all than an OS. That was a good idea too, to do the light subbot to try and link, because I think he was out of range of most of his normals. He might have been able to do like far something, far forward. This guy hasn't used the close far forward or far forward almost at all in his fucking punishes or whatever. There's combos. He's just doing links into low short and then going into light subbot. We're talking about the Hiro. All these people like tweeting, "Oh, the Luminary's playable," and I was like, "Who the fuck?" I guess that's what people call the protag buff of 11. I mean DQ11. I guess that's what he is. When I saw that character, I didn't even know it was the protag. I didn't know who the protag was forever. I mean, the first time I saw him, I thought he was just a teammate. Thought he was the game's angel or something. It's kind of a gag. Dragon Quest games actually don't really have the archetypical like teammates that much. Where they don't repeat them really, is what I meant. You get kind of a new squad every game. Nice. Whiff punished really well. Sagat has, I don't know, it feels like he's got a pretty small arsenal of good things he can do. Not that many attacks. And the attacks he has, a lot of them are not very useful. It's probably supposed to be a low jab canceled into EX Fireball. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I never thought about that, but Dragon Quest, the assist trophy. Rough. I'd like that too. That one, like, I laughed. I don't know most of the other. I know Melvin is now Mervin, which I think is kind of weird. Oh, he went under too early. Sagat players are bad. Gabo is, like, it's the same gag, I guess. It's a dog noise in Japanese, and it just wasn't translated before, and now it is translated, so it's still a dog noise. It's just fucking finally, this time they actually translated it. So it's definitely in the spirit of the original game. But it's just kind of funny. Having a teammate named Ruff. I still haven't played through the 3DS version. It's intimidating because the game is 20 billion hours long. And I think it didn't really change the job system, although I think they cut the number of battles you have to do to max a job down to like half of what it used to be. Which is nice. But I'm not enthused about the idea of like, you know, doing all the job level up stuff. When I was a kid, I felt like that shit took forever. But when I was an adult streaming the game, it wasn't that bad. As a kid, I must have been so impatient. There are so many things I remembered, like, thinking to myself, I would never ever do this. Like, this is way too boring. Ooh, is that an uppercut that I just beat? Very nice. Oh, very cool. That's like a two-frame super, I think. You almost never see that. I can't remember the last time I saw Sagat actually use his two-frame super as a two-frame super. Oh, he's dead, though. The main reason you never see that is because it kills your ability to land an ultra. Don't you want to finish the crypt? It's an Ibuki. Ibuki, even with Rog's interesting escape options, Ibuki can, I think, do some catch-alls. She can chase down his dash punches with Neckbreaker. And his headbutts too. All of a sudden the sound doesn't sync properly. It's whatever. You've just got the universal defensive options of like using delayed stand well. Ibuki can either catch delayed stand with a 50-50, but only get a obvious cross-up or non-cross-up on the regular stand. Or she can get a 50-50 on the delayed stand, or 50-50 on the regular stand, but not be able to catch the delayed stand at all. So it's like a double mix-up. Like to be unsafe against the delayed stand. Delayed stand timing was almost certainly timed specifically to deal with Ibuki. Then mechanically, I guess it was added just to deal with Ibuki. And potentially Ibuki-like situations that the Ultra characters would be able to do. Which didn't really... I guess Elena, a little bit, has like a little teeny vortex. DiCaprio has a vortex, but delayed stand doesn't really affect it. Because she can just react and do the timing late for her like press, I think. The thing about the extra time on the delayed stand is like Ibuki has recovery on the ground after throwing a kunai. But if it's Elena doing jump medium kick or something, like that doesn't have any recovery on the ground besides the fucking like 2 mandatory landing frames or whatever. 4 mandatory landing frames. Nice. Very nice. Using the turnaround punch to go through the EX kunai. I played this matchup a good amount in Omega. Yeah. The sound of Barog. Wonder what's up with Ultra Double Ibuki. Trying to catch a Rog Dash Punch on block with Ultra 1. I just pick Ultra 1. Ultra Double Ultra 2 is so fucking weak. It's unreal. Ibuki's Ultra 2 already feels like one of the weakest Ultras in the game. I don't think it actually is, it's just that almost always when you see it, it's in a pretty scaled context. Even if you're doing something pretty short, like stand short, stand forward, using that to confirm Ultra 2, that's still like a 70% Ultra or whatever. And that's like just 2 actions. And it's like a 400 damage Ultra or whatever. She might have had a juggle there. Sound desync's getting worse. Flip kick into EXDP. I appreciate. I don't like the sound desync. This does like 0 damage as well. This is like a 40% or like a 30% Ultra 1. Nothing she does there really juggles that hard. Poison's Ultra 1 is pretty neat. I actually like it a lot. Because it's not really a game changer. Or rather it can be, but only in very specific contexts. It's like if you want to land it in the times where it lands easily, it does like very little damage. Like after an EX Rekka. But if you want to land it like after like a anti-air fireball or like a DPF ADC, it's still pretty beefy. It does like enough damage. I think that's good design. You can land it easily, but it won't matter. But you can land it like in a more ideal situation, and it can help you make a comeback. Is Genkai like Genkai from Yu Yu Hakusho? I watched that show for the first time recently. I mean, I'd seen it on TV in like Toonami, or I guess it was Adult Swim. I don't remember. I think it was Toonami. I remember there was a little window when it was Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin. That was like the ultimate. It's the fucking greatest Toonami lineup ever. Not really. Um, but I never watched the show. Mostly just read the manga. The manga's definitely better, but the show wasn't bad. But the manga's definitely better. I was disappointed in what was left out. I'm watching nothing again. My favorite twist in the entire series was left out of the show entirely, which was a big disappointment. One towel. Where's my Dragon's Dogma 2? Itsuno! I didn't even say the twist. Someone let this guy know that I didn't even say the twist. I said it was left out. Damn, it's been 20 years since it was on TV, and it wasn't even new then. There's a certain point where it's just like... certain point where it's just like, go watch it. Nice roundhouse. Wow. It's always disappointing when EX spinning bird kick gets one hit. It's almost always in an ATR context. Golden Wind has been pretty much one-to-one from what I can remember. I got all the hits, or at least most of them. Rolento is definitely pretty stally. He's a pretty interesting character. I like him. He's definitely a unique archetype within the game. There's no one who does what Rolento does. That fireball is unique as hell. Right off the fucking bat, there's no one who does that. Nice. The crouch jab is pretty unique too. It's a very stally matchup in general, isn't it? Nice punish. He had an Ultra 2 he could have used. He chose not to, which is okay. Oh, very tricky. That was a one jump fierce into low short. That could have been two jump fierces for a pretty good mix-up. Oh, he missed it. That's a punish, right? Low short, punishing EX Rekka. That has to be a punish. I forgot how much screen time, what's his face? Mista gets. He's involved in almost every fight. Not that I'm really complaining because I like Mista. The thing I really like about Mista is he's pretty much a straight man for his own stand. Like, he's pretty serious, or at least he presents a pretty serious, like, first appearance. He's not actually, like, serious. He was one of the guys dancing during the dancing scene, for example. And he's friends with, Narantia. They usually have a really silly fucking stuff together. I'll tell you why he gets the most screen time. It's because he fucking believes in luck. Ooh. That got second hit only. Mista was right. 4 is a very bad number. Ooh, very nice. Cool. That high-ass fucking jump fierce. It's not fair that he has that. Tricky, tricky. Jump around us Ultra 1. Jump fierce Ultra 1. Ultra 2, rather. This probably kills. Maybe not. Oh, it did. I love that consistently through the entire fucking part 5, every single one of Mista's opponents is in some way immune to bullets. If you put Mista against literally any one of someone else's villains, he'd win free. He just gets really bad draws with who he has to fight. That crossed up. That probably hit on the front and then still crossed up. Nice. Ice cream party. I guess King Crimson's immune to bullets too. Or at least he would need to die. He would need to get shot and not notice for 10 seconds. Remember when Part 7 had a King Crimson? It's the guy with the fucking watch. It wasn't really King Crimson. Honda. Honda is nigh unseen in America, but he's an every now and then character in Japan. The thing is, Forecast doesn't show him that far into the future. Epitaph, thank you. So there you go, he'd have to get shot and not notice for 10 seconds. And that way, by the time he noticed, 10 seconds into the future, he would already be shot. They don't bring up a cooldown for time stop until part 6. And even then, they only barely acknowledge it. It's like, what if Jotaro just stopped time, and then fucking, like, just it unstopped and they just immediately stopped it again. They kind of acknowledge that it's stressful on the user's body. But then they don't show that at all. They just say it. This is like unwinnable now. Once that got to 10 seconds, Honda is not going to lose that life lead. Honda's an expert at sitting on life leads. Getting Honda to burn a bar was pretty good. Pretty much the best that could go there. That cross tech and juggle. I'm sad that the best moment in all of JoJo already happened fucking years ago. Which is goodbye JoJo from part 1. The second best part of JoJo is the song that fucking Gyro sings. And my body is ready for that, but that won't happen for like 5 years. To this day, I'm not sure whether Johnny was just fucking... I'm not sure if he really liked it, if he was just fucking with Gyro. No, I don't. It's like completely ambiguous whether he actually likes the song. Or whether he's just like making fun of Gyro. Playing along. The way he thinks about it for a little bit before he says it's really good. This matchup is getting EX headbutted out of Light Tatsu's the matchup. Sakura's team is so good. I'm trying to poke with Honda far forward. What the fuck? It's already kind of hard to counter poke Sakura. She's got decent pokes as they go. And for the record, Honda does too. But I've never seen that one. He did it again successfully. I wonder if that's good. He's trying for it. Honda far forward, huh? Is this the secret tech? Is this 2019 tech? How to play Honda in 2019 far forward. I don't think I've ever seen that normal before. Even like a match. Oh, I like that. Tried to Mike Ross him. I wonder if the Japanese know about Mike Ross. He's not as big a name. He's like a bigger name because of the community, but the Japanese people would probably miss the community, or a lot of it, and just get like the tourney footage. But Mike Ross has been in top 8s a lot. Not a lot, but like enough. It's not unusual for him to make a top 8 for a tournament he enters. Or it wasn't. Oof. I think the crowning Mike Ross moment was beating Mago at whatever it was, Shadowloo Showdown. Yeah. Young player. Which one? Shadowloo Showdown was Mago Fei. Oof. The thing about that matchup that's really especially good is that Honda versus Fei Long is shitty. It's very shitty. It's probably Honda's worst matchup. If it's not, it's like up there. Fei gets 3 Rekkas on every blocked headbutt. And also has good 3-frame jab, good dash, and he can bully charge a bit too. There's a lot of things. He can counterpoke Honda really well. It's like every way that Fei can be good against Honda, he kind of is. It's like a 7-3, comfortably. Oh, that matchup. Kazunoko versus Xiaohai. I like kind of want to watch that now. I didn't know we were talking about that. Kazunoko versus Xiaohai was the match where it was 2 players I only kind of care about, but the level of play was so good that I was like enraptured. I was like, holy shit, this is an all-star. This is a five-star match right here. It was just very, very skillful from both sides. It's fantastically played with 2 offensive characters. It was super dynamic. Nice punish. Nice, super good whiff punish. You can focus that. You can easily focus that. It might have been reversal on the first one where I said, but you can focus that, so I probably would have gotten hit there. If it was me. Jump back on Cody's wake up. Cody hates people who jump right as he wakes up. It's good against all his defensive options. Despite being very tall, EX Criminal Upper actually won't catch a neutral jump. Nice punish. Or is it? Yeah, sumo splash. Whatever. Wouldn't even be a thing. There are a lot of scenarios that are like annoying, stupid mix-ups in other Street Fighters that are just like, I don't want to hold that in third strike. Yeah, there's nothing doing against that rock. His only ways of dodging it would then immediately have him die. That also burns some meter. Nice, the fake rock into anti-air. But the anti-air was super weird. Anti-air low strong cancelled into uppercut. I wonder if you wanted just an anti-air uppercut, anti-air EX uppercut or something. You had like a button error. Hit the button too early and then got a cancel. Honda low strong is another button you don't see all that often. Honda's got a lot of really weird normals. You only see like 5 of them. You don't fierce crouch jab far roundhouse. Maybe low forward. Far fierce. Very nice. Let's find Kazunoko versus Xiaohai. Watched this on stream before. And yet it's so good. If ADC's in the air, that would require an air dash, I think.
And that may be the god, the god of
Oh.
the god of agnostics.
Put 12 in any game but third strike. Or put him in third strike but make him good.
Up next, we have combat Doi Xiaohai. He is on a
Doi Xiaohai.
dispatching Daigo Mihara, and now he has to face against another of his
Xiaohai's the best.
Japanese demon, Kazunoko.
Did Xiaohai win Kazunoko in
Kazunoko wasn't in the... Oh, that's a good question. If anyone knows... no pun
I don't know the intonations on Xiaohai. Or Doyo.
The dangerous thing about
Or Kwamba.
Xiaohai compared to the other like intermediate Kami is that he will be able to anti-air the neutral jumps of
Very nice.
Kazunoko. He likes to jump from that
Damn,
distance.
this one's got desync too.
The dive
Delete
kick
this.
is an opportunity. He won't be able to get away with that against Shanghai's Cammy.
Mercury is fine. No, she's good.
Nice anti-air.
I think the hottest is probably Mars, but the personality I like the best is probably Mercury.
Oh yeah, that was an unsafe one. I wonder why he did the
Shinba?
medium punch shoulder instead. Oh nice.
This isn't even the one I was looking for, I don't think. This is Southeast Asia Majors. It was a Capcom Cup match, I think, that had these two.
It's a surprise pick from Bamba Xiaohai to use Cammy instead of Evo Rio.
16 seconds now. He's established a slight lead. Has Shanghai. Oh no, but he.
Let me try a little harder to find the match. Capcom Cup. Was that it? It might have been Canada Cup Master Series. No. Man, what was it? Let's find just Kazunoko's Capcom Cup matches, because I think he was the Yun. Shen, Problem X, 801 Strider, Goichi, Daigo. These aren't it, damn it. Knuckle do. It's a mystery. Maybe it was the one we were just watching and I just moused away from it.
There. Yep. And the East
Maybe it
Coast
was Capcom. Whoa, what is that?
still got Dew,
Looks kind of silly, doesn't it?
the lower East Coast, if you will. Bunch
Maybe it was Canada Cup Master Series.
Put together pretty well.
Let's watch that instead. This might have been it.
Air to air is really strong, but I think the thing to keep in mind here, Kazunoko coming off a hot streak, very strong performance earlier. Here we are.
Whoa, that was too much.
A bad beating at Heavy Day's hands last night, so we'll see mentally if that might affect this outcome and see if it can turn it around for Kazunoko.
You wanna know what's hilarious? I didn't know this because I never watched this deep into Sailor Moon. But
It didn't even look like a drop there. It was interesting. It was a slow link
Sailor
for the knockdown.
Uranus and Sailor
Stand
Neptune
forward, not a move you see
were
too much,
apparently
it's especially effective in this
supposed to be lesbians
Focuses footsies on
in the
ground,
manga.
can be really dominant, and there it is.
And they were edited in like the fucking dick dub or whatever. 4Kids, who did it. They were edited to be
And it was sort of a slow pace rush out. It wasn't
siblings.
mix-ups, it wasn't knockdowns into anything special.
So that their
On the
fucking
ground,
familiarity with each other would be like, you know,
smoothly
not
moving
as
dive, sort of lulling him to sleep there.
controversial, I guess.
He's just so patient, you know, he plays footsies until he finds that one opportunity to get in, but finally here,
Cousins.
Kazunoko pushing him to the corner.
Tried to
But
take
the
down
thing
back
is,
there,
in the
get
dub,
it,
they still
shot,
constantly flirt with each other.
completion back into the corner, and Kazunoko, this is
So
something
it's
that
like
really
fucking, they're
here
still
today
like
so far.
doing some weird
Very
lesbian
nice.
stuff, but now it's incest.
Every time he has the advantage and gets turned around,
Thanks,
he can't
Dick.
wake up very, very consistently, and he's been getting away with it. He's been finding his mark
Nice
every
links.
time so far. We'll see if somebody else picks
This
up
still
on that.
feels
Maybe someone
desynced.
else.
Oh, wow. And there's a red focus, and that is the taste of
I didn't
some of
know.
the new tools Yun has in Ultra, which obviously made him only better compared to his AE 2012
Yeah, I think
version.
the internet theory fighters were absolutely right about that. We smelled it from the beginning. Like, red focus is going to really pay off for Yun.
Yeah.
And we've seen that in all of Kazunoko's matches, and of course, in just Yun in general. Gets him again.
Oh.
Doesn't complete. Wow.
And there you
It's
go.
nice seeing a bunch of
Yeah,
links
there.
in a top level match.
Very strange combo to drop there, but still back on his feet. And good
That was a really good DP.
Standing
It's scary as fuck
out
checking
of the
people
air.
with DPs as Kami, because Kami's DP doesn't have the greatest hitbox in the universe,
Whoa, let's see.
and also she's got low
That was a
HP.
perfect
So it's
jump in
blocked,
above
you can
that
get really
switch.
fucked up.
Even if he got hit, wouldn't be a clean hit. Be trade, put him back in a neutral position that Cammy can handle very well.
Oh, there's the
I don't know,
counter
dude. I
hit.
don't watch anime that much.
Doesn't quite complete.
Yes.
I'm a different kind of weeb. I'm a video game weeb.
Not a red focus.
Yes.
No completion.
I don't think he knew he had enough meter for it.
He might have been just a little short. Okay.
That was
that'll
very
be it.
nice.
Oh my god.
This is already a pretty high level match.
He was just a little out of position to get the cannon.
Seasonal waifu.
EX.
My current waifu.
Can be anti-aired by Yun, but that's
Let me
very good position,
think.
and good to keep throwing those in to give him just
Who's
one
the
more
most
defensive
recent
stop.
waifu I got?
Confidence.
Yeah.
Damn, I feel like there's a good answer too.
What's so scary about these Chinese players, you know, Xiao Hai and Dako just know how to play the entire cast. You know, Xiao Hai also plays a bit of Evil Ryu, and I know he plays.
I can't think of a
quite
seasonal
bit.
waifu right
Plays
now.
everything. He's
Yeah.
got a pretty solid Ryu. He's got a DJ.
Yes.
Which we've
he's got
seen
a
once
fast-
Oh, very
in a while.
nice.
I don't think we're going to see any of that today. As you know, he's gonna
Oh,
be
stun too. I don't think he can kill, but it's close.
Kazunoko.
He's going for the kill.
Burning all the meter to make
Oh, we
sure
almost
he's
got
back
it.
here, but pushes
Oh.
it forward. Nice.
Baits out the throw. Punished with the dive kick. Strong round one.
My
Kazunoko
favorite
back.
tent pitching waifu.
There we go.
The dancing, and that's the position
I tried to think of the
he
weirdest
gets
answer,
in from that position.
but I got an
So
answer that was maybe too weird, so
don't
no,
get
I can't say it.
into a very difficult spot for you into anti-air.
Oh, nice throw here. What setup does he have here? Yeah. Oh, I think that was a delay.
I feel like I saw like a woman in some media recently where I was like, damn, I like this. Like an anime of some variety.
And again, that drop.
Yeah, he's dropping that spiral arrow.
Yeah, it's Boku no
very,
Pico.
very commonly.
And that's a real rescue kick. Good weight. Good setup, and we'll get corner off this as well. Will it be? Oh, wow.
Cool.
So
Gets it.
much.
Just like that, huh?
A little bit of delay.
Not gonna be it here, but very, very close.
I think he could have killed with the meter.
Oh, nice, smart.
Does that even do more damage? I think it does. I think EX shoulder does more damage than heavy dash punch. I don't even remember.
Tying it up 1-1. You know, one thing that's extremely scary about Xiao Hai, no matter what lead Kazunoko has, Xiao Hai's a player we've seen so commonly land counter hit ultras, just raw. He's got the reaction.
It was like a secretary type lady,
I've seen him pull off some.
but I can't remember what series it was,
Watching it yesterday.
or if it was even an anime or a TV show or what.
Absolutely incredible with that. But, oh, nice option select.
It'll come into play a little less here. Yun does not want to be playing those footsies. It'll be harder to land that, but still an option.
I don't even know what fucking prison school is, and it wasn't. I don't think it was anyone from Pokemon.
There it is. Wow, that was such a nice bait. Uses the red focus.
Although I
with
do
the
like
extra
what's her
damage.
name,
Thinks he might have it.
Wiki,
Just a little
Wick.
And he's gonna trade.
Yes.
Smart.
I want to suck on her fat titties.
Kazunoko right now.
And he's baited him out twice on that big palm.
Yeah.
Into big opportunities there. Round enders, both cases. We'll see if using Xiao Hai's. He's got really strong reactions. That's kind of the game he plays. A very technical.
Ah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, it was an elaborate bait.
Right now for Xiao Hai. He's
I guess a two-frame link into itself.
some
And
of the
also a
best
two-frame link into
offense
left forward,
right now that we've
maybe.
seen him do a million times before.
Yeah, for him, and that's a really scary look for
This thing.
Exactly. You need to make sure you maximize on every hit.
Okay, here we go.
Nice.
When I saw them reveal that character, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't think Pokemon could have characters like that.
He's going in for the Ganejin.
See what he's got
That's
here.
super good.
Close it out. Yeah.
Spotting that as an opportunity to Gane is like crazy.
Pulls him out of the air.
And then getting the combo.
Ganejin.
See what he's got here.
That was fantastic.
Close it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gane is probably the single hardest part of Yun to use well. As you would expect.
The evolution of Yun has been not too bad for him. He's always been a great character.
Especially now that you don't really, like, most of the time you'll be looking for something red focusy. But red focus wouldn't have helped him there.
Everyone sleeps on him at their own risk.
Absolutely. And the only person who really does give him the spotlight is this man here, Kazunoko, who's been playing him ever since.
Okay, Xiao Hai with a little stutter step there, and landing it again, baiting out that uppercut again. As I said, he's gone consistently.
I think the hero is cool.
When he feels threatened.
I don't think you're going to be able to play as female Lodo or Sophia.
Too good for Xiao Hai.
Oh,
I get that feeling.
potential
Which is
opportunity
kind of what I wanted,
situation.
but it's not a deal breaker. I don't care. It's like having Lodo in the game was fucking 9/10 of me caring, and then being able to play as a female Lodo was like the other 10th.
Takes it out.
But I kind of doubt they're gonna have the female versions of two of the characters
Ooh,
when the other two characters can't even be female.
cannon
Yes,
drill.
he's going to go to Ultra.
It'd be cool, but it'd be too much work.
The extra damage. Wants to get him in chip range, and that should be it.
Kazunoko here on the verge of going up 3-1 potentially. He can close out this round.
And his meter management has been great so far. He can get Ganesha in this match if he gets something going for him.
And interestingly, the pace that I felt like Zhao Hai established at the beginning in game one, that felt really strong for him, I think has really turned the other way. Kazunoko hasn't really
Oh.
picked up the pace at all.
What a nice little
Really
bait.
capitalizing
He
on
saw
Oh,
2 bars
that
equals DPF
that
ADC.
is stun right there.
the extra meter build.
Gonna be close to death. Nice.
This is a flawless round from Kazunoko so far.
And that you called it.
That's really the clinic right there. That was the perfect flow chart of maximum capitalization on opportunities. A little bit of creation there with the reset to get the dizzy.
Absolutely. No, you said it. You said it right. You know what we saw in the first game was absolutely different than how we're starting
Select the character.
to see the start of these matches.
Taking a breather. I think their character locked here.
Kind of changing up.
No, I don't even know if Xiao Hai plays anyone else. What the fuck?
Everyone can hear me at home, but a little bit of technical difficulty.
What the fuck?
Like,
I forgot about that.
I tried it, like the light, the end of the
I
day.
forget Baruti was a person.
It's should have not very curious that similar. Kazunoko seems comfortable with this. Wow.
right now looks like Kazunoko's kind of getting in Xiaohai's head here.
Yeah, that uppercut. Was
Oh,
definitely a
perfect.
signal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Both these
Demanding
characters have a scary uppercut to use.
High answers. Shoulder check. Yes.
Oh, you get a dash punch there, don't you? I thought so.
That's the counter hit on that.
Light uppercut first hit only. Definitely second hit only, you get a dash
You're not
punch.
willing to earn it on the ground. I'm happy to sit
Ah,
back here.
see, that's why.
And again, the drop. And he must have the input stack so far that he still got the spiral arrow and had to cancel it.
Yeah.
Isn't Yun +1 there?
Not a meter for that, so he's gonna need something big here.
Baits it out. Not
How do you get
much
thrown?
of a punish in that situation. So much more.
Combo
punishment.
Fiend.
Yes, I mean, I feel like Xiaohai, he felt that coming.
Save me Combo Fiend.
Offering Ultra or something bigger.
Something-
There are still
yeah,
people who can contest
no,
EX
that's
dash punch.
absolutely-
Make it +4.
Again, certainly not bad. He got a punish, but really not making quite the most of his
If
opportunity.
it was +like 3 unblocked, Yum would be able to do Light Punch TC into EX dash punch ×4.
He's
Waste a
really
whole bunch of time and get a whole bunch of chip damage.
Shammy that pressure
That'd be hilarious.
down.
Sakura could do that until Ultra with EX Tatsu.
Oh, and
Stand short into EX Tatsu, jailed into stand short EX Tatsu, so you could just do it 4 times in a row if you wanted to.
going here. This
The chip wasn't very high though,
is looking pretty good for Xiaohai right now, and Kazunoko is using most of his resources.
but no,
Yeah,
it's
he's
+2 instead of
not just
+4.
on that red focus, willing to let loose a little bit here. Trying to
Xiao Hai is alright.
opportunity. He finds it.
Name it better. Oh,
Gonna be a little short here. Oh, a double delay into the bait
Name it
arrow
better,
from
Cammy.
Dash does not come from Xiaohai. Good composure, but anybody's game.
yes.
They dance in this position. I consider
Yun can do
slightly
3 low
advantageous for
strongs into low
Xiaohai.
forward. I think it's character
He's
specific.
got the meter to do the EX.
He can always do 2 low strongs into low
rush
forward.
if he chooses.
Got a lot of
Gets
meter
it
to
in
work
there,
with.
Uh,
baits it out.
Great patience by Xiaohai there.
Yes, he did not take the bait of trying to just close it out with chip damage.
Yeah.
And able to close the round cleanly. Really good composure there.
Extremely smart. Oh, nice autocorrect.
But really, it's been the execution more than anything that's been his problem, more than on the mental side.
Yes.
So let's see if he
I don't think I remember winning him winning much.
throw.
I think the more he plays, Great.
That's such a narrow window that you have to punish that dive kick.
He was frequently a high placer.
Very difficult to make that work. That's why you want to catch him air to air. And Xiaohai not doing that. That was something we did see in the first round that I consider a hallmark of one of his strengths over Yun. We really haven't seen that, and Kazunoko, to his credit, finally completing that combo. I had to stop just to look, make sure he got that.
and look at this.
That's the difference maker.
This is the Xiaohai we know.
Yes.
You know, as soon as he's getting these combos down, he's really putting a lot of hurt on Kazunoko.
If you can control that air-to-air space. But yeah, as I was saying, Kazunoko has not really been giving it to him. He's not really going for a lot of dive kicks from the neutral position. He's not forcing it. So it's been difficult to try and capitalize on that potential advantage that I think Cammy has, and it's certainly been a hallmark with Xiaohai's previous wins over Kazunoko.
Oof.
Wow.
That was a sick whip punish.
There.
Okay. He got away with that last game at the start, not this time.
Both players not really getting anything going, but Kazunoko stuck in the corner.
That was
here.
nice. That was a scary uppercut. It wasn't, because if Yun didn't dive kick, it was going to be a high connect uppercut. He couldn't get out of the way once he jumped,
Yeah.
because he was cornered. Couldn't be
Okay.
jumping back. It was either dive kick that got sniped or
Block there,
no
but
dive kick.
that's what makes Cammy so dangerous.
It also got
He's still
sniped.
getting the throw. Xiaohai again, a little.
It's a very good answer from Xiao Hai.
Seen
That
it,
one too.
great read,
Same exact idea.
Popping out of there.
9 dive kicks still got hit.
Great idea there.
Yeah. Beautiful use of the space control. Knowing
You don't see that almost at all.
Kazunoko there,
Cammy using uppercut like from that far away
Always
to snipe
manages
neutral
to find a
jumps.
way, just like that. Always manages to find
very
a way
nice.
with a dive kick.
It's definitely good. It's risky.
Now this is, yeah,
Okay.
we're seeing now
I think that's a
officially
2-frame
lot
link.
of that.
Yeah.
I think that was a 1-frame link for a long time. And they gave Crutch Fierce an extra plus frame. But I might be making that up.
Back. Not
Maybe
this
it's still a 1-frame link.
Right now, Kazunoko sitting on a full super meter.
Very
time.
nice.
Get into that range and gets paid for the EX spend.
Oh,
And Xiao
this
Hai.
feels so beefy.
Right back. We have
Yeah.
an even set just like that. And again,
Yeah.
so what does Kazunoko need to do to crack him up with this? Those risky up kicks, I don't like that as a bet in a long set like this.
I think he got the chain from the low short stage, low jab
Trying to
stage
get
short.
his head a little bit further, and I feel like Xiao Hai's done a great job adapting.
Yeah, he had a little bit of early success, but again, that's not something that you can really bank on.
Far strong into light shoulder is not a true string, I think. Although it does combo.
No shenanigans.
Yeah.
I think if you do the close strong or TC strong,
They're
you
all
get a true string.
shenanigans with- yeah.
But if it's far strong into uppercut, into shoulder, rather,
Wow.
I think Cammy can contest it with
That's
uppercut.
been the difference maker, and if he can maintain this momentum,
Nice.
got him again.
Look at this. We went from one corner to almost the other, just like that.
Is that a straight combo?
He's finding the space that he
I gotta
needed
start
to get
counting.
A little breathing room, and he was
What
willing
did I just
to
hit?
this momentum, got him again.
Look at this. We went from one corner to almost the other, just like that.
That was 1, 2, 3,
Kazunoko finally
4,
finding the space that he needed to get
5,
a little breathing
6,
room,
7.
and he was willing to take. He knew he
8.
didn't have backdash, that he was at risk.
This is an 8-hit combo, then it was a trade combo. If it's 7-hit combo, it's not a trade combo.
But was willing to do it
7.
just to try and clear a little space and get back on his footing, and found it with the red focus, closing out the round. Smart stuff from
Verudi
Kazunoko
or
to
whatever.
escape the scramble.
Yeah. I mean, we've been seeing that actually quite a lot in this set. Kazunoko has been using the backdash to try and get away quite a few times.
Nice.
I think Xiao Hai's only probably caught him once.
It's hard to snipe those dive kicks with uppercut, man. You need to motion really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
air to
Xiaohai's
backdash.
been really nice about it. What the fuck? Is that really to catch attack?
Okay,
Oh, that's hard on a
I
neutral
I
jump.
like the command grab attempt. In that situation, I felt like it was a little obvious just because of the life deficit. You got to try and create an opportunity like that. So your opponent
There you go, 3 mediums into another medium.
Kazunoko, oh,
again.
yeah. Trying to get something big here, but one more hit can close this out. for
This is an old
Kazunoko.
tournament.
Red
This is
focus
like
combo.
2015.
He is in the danger zone.
Yeah.
Early 2015.
Starting it with that party starter strong.
Xiao Hai knows
Well,
he's not really taking any big risks
old
here,
enough.
and This could be it. And that, just like that. May not be it to close it out.
Very close.
Yeah.
I don't think it kills.
So let's make something happen here.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, the second hit of the chip. Oh,
That did a lot of chip, yeah.
so much damage. Great play.
Kind of caught off guard how strong that was.
There we go.
This is Ultra.
the dance begins
Yeah, I wasn't
again.
even in Super.
Attack with dance. No completion there.
Yeah, dude, pre-Ultra. This was the very end of the game.
Cammy pressure, finds the throw. Oh, and into that spot. He hasn't quite found that perfect spot again where he can trade with it in the air.
Here we go. Kazunoko already.
Baits up. Oh, good answer. Get that
When
queued up.
someone asks about is this old SF4 or new SF4, the first thing I think of is this fucking modern or like back when it was played. And then if the answer to that is
Very cleanly.
back when it was played, then I think about is this, you know, near the beginning of when it was played or near the end of when it was played.
Getting a little meter there.
So I answered fucking no, and then, you know,
What just that? Oh, double baffler.
full answer for me would be late
Both men
USF4.
gave that game away.
They did.
Like, please, you win.
Not
Please,
modern,
you win.
but not old in the spectrum of when the game is
Comes out
played.
ahead in the scramble after dropping his.
I think
combo
Ultra
after-
SF4 was
Again,
super
yeah,
good.
Kazunoko was in a dominant position there and went for a crazy read, and that is a hallmark of his play.
Ah.
Is that he is known for that, and seeing it right here.
Taking those risks. I mean, yeah, that last game, you know, Xiao Hai was looking so strong, and Kazunoko, you know, just showing how much momentum he can have as long as he gets that hit. And here it is. Oh, nice backdash. And
That's the dizzy,
Oh
and
my
that'll be the round.
goes for the raw ultra. It should be enough.
With the punch, I think he should do it.
Yeah.
I love that stance Yun has on that lunge punch, and I love that we get to see it at the end of the round. It's very like Mario-esque or something, like a happy sort of old school character with a little oink.
Yun is just such a cool character.
Yeah.
Oh, that looked
Much
minus.
he
That
gets
dive kick.
From some of the community, he is very much loved by me.
Understanding how to fight Yon.
There we go.
getting
He's
away
got to
with a
do
lot more
specific
defense.
dive kicks from specific heights or
Smelling a
specific
little bit of
ranges
tentativeness from Xiao
to
Hai.
get
There's
safe
the
dive
forward coming
kicks.
out again. But for most of his ground game, he's just been dancing in position.
And of
not
course, he
taking
can make
out
that hardest
over
with like a a low hitting
the
medium
work
dive
here.
kick
Great stuff.
from low in his jump.
Oh, and
Again, there it is. Yeah, Kazunoko.
just taking those big risks.
But that's a pretty narrow range
Yeah. He's gonna red
where
focus
that's
here.
like the play.
Knows he had it.
Just like every other character in this game, you just got to understand his ranges.
There we go.
Oh, waking up with the jabs.
I love that. Just slowly walking him into the corner while he's down, getting any position he
Deep
can.
slide grand hand is still pretty
Throws in a row
ridiculous.
on the wake up. Oh, third one. Yeah, saying you must answer my throw threat.
Edma
Oh
Akuma.
my God, Kazunoko right now.
Giving him a lot to think about.
Yeah.
Rear drop from Kazunoko there. Again. Oh,
Nice. He's catching every dive kick. He's making it
back
impossible to
dash right
use
out of
them.
there. Ooh.
Ooh, that one was super hard to hit.
But he's got to keep him in the corner. Wow.
Xiao Hai's got some quick hands.
Really interesting.
That was some interesting stuff.
It worked.
That was.
It worked. Yeah, I guess maybe the assumption is, you know, I mean, obviously the red focus is pretty plus even on the dash afterwards, but so maybe that was indeed a setup.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a setup or maybe it was just a mind game because people are so afraid as soon as they see a red.
There you go for a
focus,
juggle
yes,
again
that they
there.
don't wanna
Maybe Yan
press
doesn't
the
have one.
button
Maybe
to
the
turtle
recovery's a
up.
lot longer than I realized.
Incredible.
It looks like he can maybe get a light dash punch, but maybe not.
Here we go. Xiao Hai answering back.
Standard setup there for the Tammy.
It's very fast.
Great
Yeah.
pressure, finds the dizzy, and that is.
Remember Ken's light DP recovery in vanilla?
And this is
Does anyone
what
else remember
Xiao
that?
Hai sitting on full
They made it worse, I think, twice or maybe 3 times.
little hit away.
Would be in good position, and this.
It really was alarming just how fast Ken's light DP recovered in vanilla.
Throws him out of the corner. Okay, tries to get a back throw set up.
A lot of people don't seem to remember that.
EX. Okay, great weight on the ground. Kazunoko not quite closing it out. The cannon drill. Oh,
Oh, that's a whiff punish, I think. And a very, very good
great
one.
full punish there
He had
from
another
Xiao Hai.
FADC if he wanted it.
Another
That'd be
crazy
super interesting. I don't know if that would be optimal.
Kazunoko, and he is
Oh.
firing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It might have been good to do a second FADC there. You almost never see it, but given the health and given the meter that Kimmy
I
had,
gotta say that. That's what.
Let's use the term Xbox
Yeah.
Live for now.
a wake up.
no more Ken
EX
players.
grab,
Are they really
this
gone?
is a- Yeah.
I still see
No,
Ken a lot.
A little bit of that. He's
Not a lot, a lot.
probably- I would
Recent
guess
East
by the
versus
end
West
of
stuff, there aren't that many
this
Kens.
weekend, he'll have the
They're like
record
none.
for Raw Ultra.
Not none, but like not that many.
Just a prediction.
Teok Black Condor Spire was okay.
Yeah, he's been getting him with that.
They could have given him a lot more than what they gave him.
Bobbing in his face after the knockdown. All right, here comes the throw pressure.
Oh, gets the
It was
counter
one of his
hit.
better features, but it was, you know, it was good for T-Hawk. You know what I mean? It wasn't good, it was just good for T-Hawk.
Solid damage here.
And he spends it.
Later to close it out.
I get one hit only in that context. Grounded or free juggle state ultra one, you get shoulder into uppercut. I mean shoulder into dash punch.
Dead even. Another knockdown off that forward.
Or just dash punch by itself. If it's JP1, which that was because it was after EX uppercut,
Took out almost half
you get
So consistent with those throws.
either
Now, there it
the
is.
first hit of EX shoulder or
and
nothing.
jump, and you called it.
You can also get EX
You
uppercut, I
called
think.
it, mister.
Yeah, I don't. Cool. He is a
Drill
master,
here.
You can't argue with it.
This is so hard for Yan. It's doable though. That should have just been canceled to drill.
There we go.
I think hard drill was going to chip him there.
He needed more than that, though. Kazunoko
EX drill definitely would have, but I don't blame him for trying to save the bar because he had such a lead.
No more shenanigans. Kazunoko without the resources to really extend.
Remember Capcom talking about how fucking nice it would be for him to get
Throw again has not been working out
cancelable low forward.
recently.
And all the T-Hawk players are like, what is this even going to do?
Willing to burn that meter early in the round for that heavy damage.
Trust me guys, cancelable EX low forward is going to be the deal breaker.
Again, he gets away with it.
Ah, the
With
read.
that bait, we've seen that consistently.
Do it again, do it again. Oh, he actually did it again.
Back. Did not
Shouldn't have
know
listened
that
to me.
was queued up. Will on the
Fucking
next
close jab is
successful
so good.
hit.
A lot of close jabs in this game are bonkers.
Will it be enough?
Oh no!
Falls through. Connect.
Kazunoko knows he has the opportunity. Will he go for it? No. Different setup this time. Not finding it.
Shanghai bringing it 6-4 here, finally making a gap in the set.
Yeah, this is officially danger zone now for Kazunoko.
I think left forward does cancel the EX fire and combo, but you have to be like inside their ass for it to work.
Yeah, extremely smart from Shanghai there to punish that little gap between.
Of course, it cancels the DP, but like you'd rather just do close strong DP.
Shanghai is not a guy who's
And
reacting
you
to
know,
attacks.
you don't have any conversion from
You're at your
low
best
forward
if
if
you
you're
use
not
reactions
close.
against him.
Yeah,
It
and
cancels,
that's
but you
what
can't even
Kazunoko
cancel
did
into anything
earlier
because
successfully
T-Hawk's
with
real
Fei
problem is
Long,
his
things like
special
that,
moves,
baiting out those
not his
quick
fucking
reactions
normals.
from Shanghai, who is a very sort of
Well, I guess his
systemic
normals are a problem too.
Yeah.
And now he's found his execution again. Those early shakes that we saw mostly evaporated here. Just like that. Oh, I can't like
Nice.
that from Kazunoko.
Yeah,
Just too obvious in that situation.
And that's the thing. It's like if Yun hits an EX up kick, he's not gonna get too much off of it.
No, that's the
So-
thing. Yeah, his punish opportunities or his punish potential is somewhat limited without the meter.
Oh, nice. Flipped.
Catches him in the air.
Nice. Good conversion.
Good cross up. Okay, here we go. Threat of Dizzy. Okay, good answer by Zhao Hai. Oh,
Wow, the OS!
Select Ultra.
he
yes.
got him.
Yun has
I
a
love
super
it,
long
Jack.
duration
Ultra
backdash.
select Ultra.
And that is, this guy's got the tech.
That was
He's
cool.
got to be happy with that. He's
Yeah.
got to be feeling very strong in the situation. That was necessary. Good stuff. Oh no.
Not looking good here for
Will
Kazunoko.
this be the end? Yes.
That is it.
Zhao Hai.
Dang, good
closing
shit.
out.
That was a
Good
good-ass
stuff to
match.
him. Good recovery.
Don't think it was the one I was looking for.
Pepide, and that is,
But it was strong.
I think so.
Pepidai.
That's what I like to see.
Remember him?
Sweden, look at the shirt there. Billion. It's like Shanghai is gonna start with Cammy. Personal ratings. I feel like he
Oh,
kind of
yes.
undersells Fuerte.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
to
no.
say that this fight is even might actually mean Fuerte does well.
Look how far that went. Kimmy can punish that though.
Underselling a character. As
Oh,
you've heard him.
quiet.
Remember how he has
Quiet,
invincibility on
quiet.
his fucking jumps?
That's not true at all. I don't know
Send short?
anything about
He
that.
went for low forward. Does that
Anyways,
work?
Cammy's terrible in this game, so I'm surprised Xiao No, I'm just kidding. Cammy's
There
actually
we
real.
go.
No, she's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
But right now, Pepidai with a great start. Look at this.
And again, guys, Shanghai is using this time to try to learn and figure out.
Why does he have invincibility on his
Pepidai
fucking
finds
jumps?
him that he just can't stop.
Yeah,
Why is that a thing?
Has he already found something?
Thanks, Capcom.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to make a comeback here. One combo from Cammy could do. Oh wow, he just drilled.
Nice. Hey, I always.
That EX quesadilla bomb got the fuck out of there. You see that shit?
My witness that when Cammy just drills, it is really, really difficult.
If he went the other way, he would have hit Cammy too. That's the best
Actually,
part.
One of the secret tricks that I would do with
Fucking he
Cammy,
won either way.
honestly,
Yeah.
Especially on a side-by-side setup.
Yeah.
I would negative edge it.
Oh
So
yeah.
no one
That
would
was no
hear the
punish, no
button.
way.
So it
Point
comes
blank
from
quesadilla bomb.
nowhere.
Stand short, stand short.
Comes
Comes out
from
of
nowhere.
nowhere.
He went for low forward again and missed it again.
But look at this, Pepidai.
Yeah.
Going
Yeah, he was
through.
going to work. What? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Man.
Now, so, okay. Domination
Look at
first game.
Shanghai's face. Look at Shanghai's face right now.
Shanghai.
He felt like he just got slapped. He's like, oh my gosh, Fuerte just slapped me. I don't know what to do. he is really trying to figure it out.
He felt,
Yeah, this is the first time he's felt Fuerte. This is without question.
he felt violated.
Bottom
That is
one.
true. And a lot
Maybe.
of people out there have not felt Fuerte until they fought Pepidai.
Oh.
This is just
Didn't get the link though.
always in your face. He does not let you breathe.
Pepidai is just, oh, I like that because that'll grab a lot of the running around. So that's actually really smart. Nice adjustment.
Okay, good
so
punish.
at least he knows the punish there.
Nice.
Chases down the backdash.
Oh, the adaptation!
Oh no.
Oh,
That
yeah.
would have stunned.
He had him stunned, and he misses it. But he still has high life
Sad.
advantage, so he's good. Trying to use the
He's
jumping
building,
forward.
yeah, he's building as much meter as he can before this round's over.
Oh, he used
Dirty.
all his
Oh
meter,
my
and he
gosh!
gets
And
it.
Pepidai went straight for the gimmick.
That probably sets the opponent like just perfectly to when they're starting their
But across
fucking
the
punish.
spine, I don't know
EX
what
spinning
Cammy
back
can
up.
do. Oh, he did though.
I'd take
He
that
did
as
the
Pepidai. I'd be like, yeah, whatever.
Auto-correct uppercut, so smart from Shanghai, saved him from a near loss. And
Yeah,
the best part about it is he gets that round, and Pepidai used all of his resources.
right. I wouldn't say that's still the best situation for Shanghai because he has
Ah.
a commanding lead early.
Yeah, true enough.
The recovery of all the splats is pretty long, but the recovery of runaway hard punch is actually pretty good.
Oh, he's missing his combos.
Oh, what a shit punish. Like him in Fierce Run Fierce stuff.
Everybody enjoyed their festive New Year break. Now they're dropping combos. Is that gonna work?
Nice. The thing about that that's so annoying is
Mike,
Pepidai could have FADC'd that and he would have been safe against the Ultra.
Mike,
And it would have been unreactable for Xiaohai. He had 2 bars.
just saying.
That's why the
I'm
situation is
just
so deadly.
saying. But here we go.
Ah, very
On a
nice.
great
Made the read.
punish from Xiaohai, and he ties it up.
Pepidai was
1-1.
just short on the meter.
Oh, that history lesson. Thank you, James. I'm
Lunar
so
calendar. Lunar calendar, my
I'm
friend.
so sorry, guys.
Lunar calendar, my friend.
I'm so sorry.
Very nice.
Well, you know, sorry. I'm getting lectured up here, folks, by James. Sorry, guys.
Xiaohai with a great start here on the third
What
game.
about
It
Punko?
looks like he's actually figured out a lot, and maybe one of the things that he realizes is
He actually played Forte a lot near the end. When Punko plays the game now, he always plays Forte, I think. I shouldn't say always, he still plays Seth. But it's like those two. When he like plays it competitively, he plays a lot of Forte.
Pepidai's now just running.
I think when he's fucking around, he plays a lot of Seth though. Ooh.
Canceling at the last minute the crouching Mimic.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing is, one of the biggest.
This
also
character's got
problems
Punko written all over him.
When you see a person play Forte, you automatically assume they're just mashing
Ah.
buttons and
Yeah.
things are just happening, right?
It's true.
Pepidai is a lot smarter than that. And
Oh, he is.
Tech throw into release quesadilla bomb.
yeah,
That's how to play this
and
character.
It's actually a problem because a lot of people who play against them or just play against Fuertes expect randomness.
Right,
And it's not as random as you think it is. And
Exactly.
so if you disrespect him, he
Couldn't
will
chase
just
anything.
blow you up.
Oh, man. Using the meter just.
I'll keep making some more character videos. I was gonna do one yesterday.
Nice.
Run, stop,
Uh,
forward in the
Big
quesadilla.
damage.
My friends were all free, so we hung out.
So Pepidai is now up 2-1 to Xiaohai.
Every time it ends,
We
Xiaohai
watched
is
Into the Spider-Verse.
entrenched in thought.
I'd never
Yeah,
seen it.
and this is what I
It was
thought.
good.
He's gonna
It was
try
good
it.
as hell.
He's gonna give it a go with another
I mean,
character.
he's got plenty of time. You know, plenty of games still ahead of him.
Pull out a DJ. Pull out like Dan.
I want to see him pull out like
Feels like it's dying.
something that's just like a character that you forgot was in this game.
So you want him to play E Honda?
No, because I have clearly reminded the people that Honda is back in this game. Not necessarily through my performance, because I've only done like 1 Wednesday night fights. I didn't do too bad.
I didn't see it.
I got fifth.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually not as good as you normally do. You
Hey,
set yourself up.
shit. Ladies and gentlemen.
So Xiaohai is gonna stick
Here we
with
go.
Cammy.
Okay.
Let's see what he kind of makes any adjustments here. This is the hard part about it is he knows that he can mesmerize you by running back and forth. Two quesadilla bombs and then cross-up splash off of run stop.
I wonder what the
off of
actual
local
fucking
swing.
current weekly statistics are for MK11 versus like
Everything
SF
on
versus
screen
Tekken.
right now is golden.
Oh, the Crush Fierce. Why do you even do
In
that?
this stage for a reason.
They whiff too.
He is hard to see in this stage.
Wait, was he using Forte? I didn't see anything.
Yeah,
I
I
just
know,
saw
I don't
Cammy
know.
getting beat up.
My goodness.
He's like a reptile,
Yeah,
like he
there's-
turned invisible.
Yeah, there's a science to this. You guys want to win tournaments.
Camouflage.
Yeah, start
strategy.
picking the right colors at right stages.
That caught a backdash.
Pepidai wants to
Backdash can get out of the way of that, but
The
it's just
nighttime
the timing of the two.
show up.
Yes.
All right, Xiaohai finally
Very
getting
smart.
in here. Oh,
Backdash is already resolved by then. Kimmy's backdash has very short invincibility.
run stop throw, which he hasn't
I think
done
it's
yet.
actually the
Goes
shortest,
into
right?
run stop low forward.
Or it might be,
Xiaohai respects
Forte's the
that,
shortest.
and Pepidai gets the throw in there. Now he's gotta be
It's
careful.
literally these
Pepidai
two
with
characters have the worst
here.
backdashes in the game in terms of invincibility duration.
Quesadilla bomb, yeah, but punish.
Oh,
Ooh.
no. Okay.
That's minus 17. You can raw ultra that. Oh, chip him, chip
I
him.
feel like the dash cancel stuff makes it a lot more intuitive
Oh, okay, good.
for the combos.
Yeah. I guess he had to waste the EX.
Yeah,
to
well, the
die,
thing
right?
is, if he did EX dive into Ultra, that would have been unblocked. That would have been chip.
Yeah.
He would have been able to kill him there. I don't know if he's going to go, but I don't
should
see
click
a lot of
these.
Cammies do that.
Then we'll know.
Except mine.
For the record. For the
Just
record.
saying.
Someone else click them for me.
Not
I wanna know, I wanna
making
actually know.
comments or anything.
I don't know.
But you see how... So all the running back and forth that Pepidai does is smoke screen. He's really...
I don't have any idea what any of these numbers
He's
are.
better
Yes,
than
yeah,
every
yeah.
character because he can dash any distance
Yep.
that he wants. So he can maintain a certain space better than anyone else. It looks like he's doing nothing, but he's really just maintaining perfect distance.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, there's a science to this, you know.
All right, Xiaohai. Now Cammy, of course, able to deal a lot of damage, and there it is.
Yeah, just throw out the drills. Like, it's the best time, I think. To throw
Oh,
out-
it's the worst.
Not that I'm a chemi expert, but
I gotta actually
Because I
click.
hate it all the time is when you feel like you're playing the opponent in the footsie game.
Yeah.
You know, and they're constantly walking back, throw out the drills.
Yeah.
You know, you're
Get him
probably
to
gonna-
respect it.
Yep.
But you saw right there, twice now when Peppadai has
Oh, he
been
linked
at
out of the
one
overhead, the
bar,
low short.
What?
Yeah.
Champy's jumping roundhouse.
Yeah.
is
Get the low forward,
amazing,
though.
but- and he just got tossed.
Oh my gosh. What were we gonna say about the
He's gone for EX quesadilla bomb twice now. So you got to bait that out and counter it with ultra.
Okay.
Because like I said, it's at
Yeah, when he
least
doesn't have two beaners.
Oh, that didn't even catch. I think he could have. He might have to walk back a little bit, but by the frames it should have worked.
So that is definitely
Even with the walk.
punishable by raw ultra.
Oh, that might have worked too.
Oh,
Oh, good shit. People say this character's not a grappler.
Sick.
Oh, so sick. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Yeah, that was so
Gonna
Oh, I want to see Dragon Ball Fighters too. I have no idea. I have no idea any of these numbers. Alright, I'm gonna click on them. I'm gonna click on them all. Here we go. Is that cross up splat focus crush? No, it does not. But he can do a grab. 1500 playing, 1500 24-hour peak. Ooh, Tekken's like double that. Oh, did I click on Tekken twice? Mortal Kombat is just a smidge below Tekken right now, but with a higher peak. Noticeably higher peak. They're pretty close overall. Dragon Ball Fighters is like a third of Street Fighter. So I'd probably say Mortal Kombat's the most played of these right now. But, you know, give it a little while and probably things will change. Alright, where are we?
I never heard her say that.
What do you say?
Is that what he
Unist.
Is that what Forte said?
Alright, I'll
when
click
he
on
wins,
it.
he Pop off like that?
Oh, I didn't need to see that. That's sad.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
You know, unless
okay.
he's trying to expand his marketing.
I hope people play it on other consoles.
Wrestling career, right?
Yeah, his image, you know. Showing
Oh,
his marketing.
stun. Okay, good stuff here. Oh no, Xiaohai dropping way too many
Yeah, he
combos.
is, he is.
And Peppadai could totally make a comeback here.
Everyone who plays Unist says it's the best thing ever, but no one plays Unist.
Yeah, well,
Surely
yeah,
it must be
surely
suffering to be a
he's
Unist player.
breathing.
Yep.
And he's got meters. We've seen what this character can
Hi.
do now. My goodness. Oh, he's running.
Invincibility on the
Okay.
Tostada press.
Okay.
Oh, he tried to punish, but not fast enough to. See, that's so great because
that
that
is-
invincibility on the
SF4. Okay, I want to click on that. What are we looking at now? Okay, that's like
I'm surprised Xiaohai did not. Oh, see, that
191. That's still
I
people.
don't think he's ready for it.
That's still like more than I was expecting.
Experience against Fuerte coming into play.
You only need one opponent for a fighting game. That's the truth.
Oh my God.
Late.
Which one's this?
Xiaohai
Something
is a
Combat
pro.
Arena. What game is
Peppadai
that?
has read that chapter before.
Icons? 24-hour peak
He's
1.
gonna go for an EX.
Oh, that's actually F.
Just woke up with
I don't even know what the game is though.
Yeah.
Is it a Smash clone? Or what the fuck is
Skip
that?
the about the author
You think I would know, but I
section.
don't.
Read it. You know, he knows all
Which
about
one?
Xiaohai. He read everything.
Oh, it's
He
the
read
Project
the
M
leaf
one.
and everything.
Yeah, he read everything.
Oh, got him. Okay, so this is what she wants to do. Next hit stun.
I'm surprised one person even played it if it didn't have a working server.
Forte.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am surprised, and here we go. Run stop fiercely.
Exile.
Keeps the pressure going.
my
Fakes
gosh,
it,
the
jump.
Path of. Oh, it hurts.
And that
It's
was
not
fun
fair.
to
How
do
come
that
Path of
for
Exile
that.
gets all these
She was
fucking
open to,
players?
She could have EX drilled in the air to change her
What's like the
counter.
most played game on
EX
Steam?
Guacamole leg drop would have caught both of them.
Yeah.
What's like number
I
1?
think,
Oh.
I think it's clear at this point. With the only thing that's been killing Xiaohai is his drop.
Dota. I should have known.
Lack of punishes.
I was gonna suggest like fucking CS, but I couldn't think.
Yeah, so
I
the
couldn't think
hardest
it would be
thing
the
about
most
playing a
popular.
character like Fuerte
Or even
is
close.
When you don't have the character-specific knowledge,
Yeah.
you play on general strategy,
Ooh,
right?
that's
But the
that's
problem
in
is
the
Fuerte
hundreds of
takes advantage
thousands.
of general strategy, like getting you to jump so he can EX leg drop you.
Oh man, Forte does more damage than Honda. Wow. Wow.
Call of Duty
EX.
flops
Ace
too.
Bomb does more than EX. That's
What the fuck?
EX quesadilla
That's
does
so small.
more damage.
Is that like an old game? I don't know how. I don't know where we are in the Call of Duty timeline.
Or something stupid like that. It's like
It's just like make like
whatever.
It's like Modern Warfare and Black Ops and like fucking Advanced Warfare. I don't know if Modern Warfare is still going.
There it is. Punish
There's
him.
like a bunch of
Yeah,
ongoing
yeah.
Call of Duty series at the same
That's a
time.
great start.
We've seen him miss at least 4 of them
Yeah.
in this set.
But now that he's done it, he's sending Pepperdine.
Like, sweet Larry.
I will punish you
Yep.
for doing
These are
this.
sweet Larry.
Punches in a row now. So
Oh,
now we're going to
good
see a new
stuff.
Shanghai. We're definitely going to see a new Shanghai enter the rest of the set.
Like, can you even multiplayer that? I doubt it.
Combos are now. Let's see if he can get his rhythm right.
Pepperdine now has to think a little bit.
Alright, someone give me the Revolution 60.
He was getting away with him before. Using the
Yeah, he was.
invisibility
I want to see the all-time peak for Revolution 60.
attack. That's so crazy.
Heat EX run in there?
Yeah, if you're charging, it's sometimes it's easier.
Okay.
Something Fantasy 4
Use the 3 punch
Okay.
final?
Yeah.
something like that.
That's not that many people.
Did you see?
Final Fantasy 4 is a good game. Is that like the Steam version? I mean, not the Steam. Obviously, it's the Steam version. But is it like the DS version or is it like the
That one.
Game Boy Advance version?
That one hurt.
It's probably like the mobile version, right?
Ladies and
I think all the
hurt right now.
Final Fantasy games on Steam are the mobile versions.
Help this man. Get him some water. Help him. Help this man.
Revolution 60, here we go. All-time peak 10.
Because he's like,
Whew, I'm probably one of very few people who owns this game.
Yep.
twice,
Yep.
I'm good, you're scared now, and then
Yep.
Pepperdine said, I ain't
That's like the
scared.
game that would probably be the lowest. Alright, Sephric, can I have Bad Rats? I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
3 run stop fierces.
I want to know how many people were playing Bad Rats at once.
That is.
It's not Chris Chan, it's Brianna Wu.
Mashing
It's
uppercuts,
possible.
you never
It's
know.
possible.
I'll have you know these are two completely different people.
Finished.
Bad Rats, the Rats Revenge?
Cammy. And
Oh yeah, 474 people were once playing this at the same time.
Yun lunge punch can punish a lot of
Revolution 60 is the feminist game.
Oh,
Ooh, nice thanks.
This is a massacre.
Oh, here we go. Big
It would literally be a literally who if not for Brianna Wu, the dev,
Not as much setup.
Nice. I like that. I like
who
that.
was one of the people involved in Gamergate.
Lock up, EX.
I didn't play it.
You know, that's
I've never
my
even opened it.
complaint
I've never even
about
installed
GTA.
it.
It's like when you kinda get the
I didn't even
read
buy
and
it.
say, okay,
Fucking
this is
Plumpkin
fake.
got it for me.
Nope, it still hits you.
He's like, here you go,
Or
your
even
favorite.
If it misses, you can't punish it because it recovers
Right,
on whip.
right.
super
I
fast.
think that Revolution 60 has literally no male characters whatsoever.
Pepperdine right now.
I'll do a playthrough of it. That sounds fun.
He's at 5-1.
I was gonna do that. I was already planning on it, but I just like forgot.
Oh,
But
you
like,
know what, to be fair, I
it's
do
time.
like-
It's time I play through Revolution 60.
I like to see Fuerte played at this level. You know,
you know what? It's fun to watch Fuerte play at this level. I don't ever want to play against it.
it's horrible.
I
playing.
think that she literally got like a
Oh,
loan
not
from
even
like her
EX
parents or something.
He just does
to
the
make it.
regular one.
he's in his head. He's in his head.
She got like $1 million to make a video game or something like that. And that's the game she made.
Look at all this meat.
Am I making that up or is that her?
How often have you seen
It was something like it. It might not have been $1 million. It might have been like so and so thousand dollars.
Never. You don't see
Cannot find
It might have been a lot less than $1 million.
You can see the look
And
on
she like made a video game. She was like, that was very instructional for me.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, like, I think one of the things that he's worried about in terms of switching is that he shouldn't go to Yun because the rush down, he just can't even rush down. But I think he should just give it a shot.
Well, Yun has trouble getting in a
Yeah.
lot of the time.
Oh yeah. How could I have forgotten? His
Hatoful Boyfriend. That's the dating game with pigeons.
Thank you, internet.
Oh man,
telling
Shanghai
you.
is just.
I'm surprised that number's
problem
as small as
right
it
now,
is,
he
considering
knows
like
whichever character he picks now, even if he wins,
People knowing
this
about
is
it.
the character
It's uphill.
for the
Yes,
long
yeah.
haul.
Yeah.
He has to win 6 games.
Dive
in a
kick.
row. No, he's
Oh,
going to
okay. Here we go. Here we go.
With Cammy, let's see. if
that's
he can
sad. No
figure
one's playing
something
anymore.
out. So far,
Good block. Oh, all right. He's defeated. He's defeated because he
Yeah.
got hit right there.
yeah.
Yeah, see, like,
Yata is probably the
I'm gonna tell
smallest game that I care
I'm just
about.
gonna explain it because everybody at home watching. would've
Everything
got hit
less
by that
popular
as
than
well.
Yata I don't care about,
You know,
I think.
have never seen a Fuerte player like Pepperdine use the invincibility of the Destada press to go through jump attacks like that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, now Shahai finally cracked a smile. The smile of, I have no idea
It was
how
a-
to beat this guy.
It was the dangerous combination
Here we
of
are.
smile and shaking your head.
That's
Yep.
about the same
Yeah, it's just, this is just.
as dive kick.
How did it look like Pepperdine like leveled up? You know?
Yeah, I know, right?
Being the same as
I
dive
guess
kick's
because
not
we're
bad.
So busy not celebrating New Year's, James. You know that he spent all that time practicing. You know. Thank you, James Chen. Thank you for this lunar calendar Christmas present that you gave me.
But one of the greatest things about Pepperdine is that he is so grateful for
Oh, yeah.
all the people giving him this opportunity to play all these matches
Yes.
that he is trying so hard.
He is.
because he knows that he has been blessed with this great
I don't know if I even believe in not
come to
playing Street
Canada
Fighter.
and beat Shanghai 6-1.
That's right.
And you saw that face on
He is.
Xiao-
He is.
I think it's a
starting-
silly
look at that.
notion.
He's already starting off the Masters.
I think you're
Series.
playing Street Fighter than in a second-year character in Street Fighter. Just what it means to be playing Street Fighter has changed to include characters like El Forte.
And he was not scared.
Yeah.
Of course, people are just saying not playing Street Fighter is a fucking shorthand for not playing, you know.
You know, you get that big gasp. And, you know, talking with him, he was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm right in this.
Not playing neutral.
So he's gonna show
Even
me-
that's a
he's
bit
gonna show
strong.
me Why Balrog does well against El Forte.
Well, one of the things that he did
Fuerte's
mention was that
his
he
rushdown
brought
different.
this
His
lot of
rushdown mix-up
movement
is a different
at
flavor
bars,
from
and
like
he get a
Geef.
lot of damage and punish.
But at the end of the day, I think it's still
Rushes
rushdown
to
mix-up.
follow-up combo. And
You're
it's
still in the
also a
blender.
corner carry as well.
That's right.
Oh, here we go. Run stop fierce. Using the EX because
Oh, very
while
nice.
holding buttons down for quesadilla bomb, sometimes it's easier just to use the 3-punch button.
I don't care what fucking Pepidai
So it
says.
comes out that way with an EX run.
Okay. And I like this matchup. Is pretty funny. Eduardo's doing everything he can, and you know he will do whatever he needs to chase an opponent down.
All right, this is the PR-OG mix-up.
That's definitely true, but that's like true for every momentum-based character.
Bonus attack.
Yeah.
In
And
the corner.
unfortunately, he just doesn't have a really good overhead option. Balrog's
Elena
overhead
makes you
all have
makes you
huge
play her
arms,
game too.
because his arm swings
It's
up
just a
into the
different
sky,
game.
It's a visual cue
Playing Elena's
as
game is
well that makes
fucking
you stand up.
sitting over half screen away doing nothing. Because if you throw a fireball, you get swept, and if you approach, you get jabbed.
Just one headbutt,
And if you jump, you
and
get
also
anti-aired.
he takes the life lead.
Wow, look at how late. Oh, look at them. They're both laughing while they're playing. That's pretty funny.
Pepidai's like, yo,
Yep.
I'm not doing nothing.
Look at Eduardo's face. Man. This guy.
Mm.
He's like, I'm
Okay.
just chilling over here.
Yep.
Oh,
Wow,
nice bait. Oh, he tried to catch a back dash. Can he
Oh, that
finish
was a
it?
punish anyway.
Okay.
7 seconds.
Nice.
Ooh, got the life lead. Now it's up to, oh,
He got it. He got
he
it.
got it, he got it.
He got it.
Oh,
He got it.
He got it.
He got it. Look at Kevin, his hands in his
Scary.
face.
That's what you love to see, though.
That's
even,
right.
even when you lose a round, sometimes
Yep.
you gotta laugh at the way it ends.
Oh
so-
yeah, that good sportsmanship.
Exactly.
Okay.
Ooh.
Pierre Rog is a fucking surgeon with tap. I've never seen a Rog who taps as much as he does. And he gets paid off a lot for it.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about it is Fuerte is a really good character.
Let's punish
because
that
he
shit.
has that kind of running back and forth space. But while you're running back and forth, you can't really
Oh.
block. Most characters can't take advantage of that, but Balrog's dash
Okay.
punch
Yeah.
can take advantage
You only get one
of
shot at that.
little space over
Only
there.
got one charge.
So I feel like it kind of limits what Fuerte can do a little bit more than most other characters.
You gotta pick your timing very carefully, or else if you do it while you're in block stun or
Nice
something.
punish. I like that. Just standing fierce. Ooh, okay.
A right straight to the face.
Your charge is just gone.
And there it is, PR-OG taking game 1.
Yeah. You know? Because Eduardo did pretty convincing.
Pierre Rog is one of the biggest things I missed from Street Fighter 4 era.
Stop running.
That's what I mean,
Because he
can
was
pull
one of
that
my favorite
really
players, and now he's just
horizontal
basically
range
absent.
very well, and that's the space that Fuerte really enjoys.
That minion is another thing I really miss.
Like I said, while
I know he
he's
hasn't
running
like given
around,
up
he's not
SF5,
blocking.
or I don't think he
He's right
has.
there. Against-
But I
against
don't.
every other character,
He
can
doesn't
kinda
make
run
it
back
as
and
far,
forth
and the
like
characters he
that.
plays aren't
Against
as like
Balrog,
I don't
it's
know.
not quite
They don't
the
have
same.
his fucking flavor.
Oh wow, those throws are so good.
Same with Rog. Pierre Rog, I mean.
Oh, nice, very nice.
That's
Yep.
okay because
That-
Smug
that's
became the new
beautiful
PR
thing
Rog.
about the way he uses Ultra 2. He knows everyone always tries to jump away
Yep.
from all of his little setups and mix-ups. So he has that Ultra 2 primed and ready to go every time. Oh! Lucky he had the corner there so that he could...
I think I like SF5 Rog more than SF4 Rog.
Oh!
It's close.
Nice EX dash punch.
They're both cool for different reasons.
Yeah, he's looking really solid in this matchup right now. I can see why he wasn't so
Nice.
concerned about Forte. Nice crouching fierce to stop that.
That was a good jump.
Big damage.
That was not the splat.
Yeah, jump forward, and he wasn't in the range, but that roll back after the splash put
Nice.
Fuerte right in the range. of
Eduardo!
I prefer
Okay.
SF4 Smug to SF5 Smug, I think.
I guess. I'm not
No,
sure why
comfortably.
he actually DC'd that quesadilla bomb, but things are not looking good, and he just chips
Smug is
it
still
out.
good, but what Smug was good at in SF4 is like not
Wait a split second.
not around anymore. Or what made him really flashy is not as much around anymore.
Instead of just smashing him out.
Now he's just like a regular ass good
Also,
player.
Maybe just to even wait in case he does a mash ultra.
Yeah, he played so like that in sequence was actually so smart. I don't know if people caught that.
one of the things that is the hardest to explain is that when you watch a fighting game, there's things that are on rhythm.
Yes.
Like right when you
player.
wake up, the reversal is on rhythm.
Give me a second about that.
So as soon as you block
Probably
the move,
Shine
They play
would be a
chicken.
really immediate answer.
But so much of Street Fighter.
I'm gonna say Knuckle Dew as well. I like Knuckle Dew a lot in SF4, but I like him a lot in SF5.
A strong Street Fighter character player. We've seen
Yeah,
this
Punk.
similar situation with PR Balrog down on
Punk
life.
is a really free answer.
Tons of time.
Nice. That was kind of a sneaky.
Oh yeah, there it is.
YHC Mochi.
Damage from counter hit.
Probably Tokido,
Quesadilla
to be
off
honest.
the ropes.
I like Tokido a lot in SF4, but in SF5 it's like almost perfect.
Ooh, crumple time. Here we go.
I have no strong opinion of Machaba before or now.
Oh, went for an overhead.
Ooh, that beat the jump fierce. That's sad. How'd that miss? That normally works.
Okay, he's blocking.
Is this the power of Balrog's focus being shitty?
Good stuff from Peppadai.
Infill. I don't know. I haven't seen Infill in forever. I really liked Infill's Jury in SF5,
Damage. Wait a minute.
but I really liked him in SF4 too. And now I just haven't seen him in
You
like
got that grab,
over a
it might
year.
have been the momentum
So it's
change.
like,
So here's the thing. With that quesadilla bomb now, to be able to end combos, Fuerte used to be the character who couldn't deal a lot of damage, except for run stop. Fierce
Sako, I
was his dad.
guess I prefer. No, I definitely prefer watching SF5 Sako
He's
to
good at
SF4.
overheads and low jabs and stuff like that.
It's not even a question.
With that change where he can do low
Well, it
forward
depends on who
quesadilla
Sako's
bomb,
playing in both games.
His weakness of not being able to do damage has disappeared.
Brutus,
So he's really
He's a high damage.
Mr.
character
Yeef,
now.
Arbutus.
Exactly.
Dang, he might be top 5.
I think he doesn't
Alright,
like
now you can
SF5
keep the money, my
Thank
friend.
you,
as
James.
much as
Thank you,
SF4, right?
Now you can keep
I hate Geef. Fuck Geef.
Vegas,
Nice sweep.
Shen. I like Shen in SF4 era a lot more.
Oh, 2 throws. You're gonna go for a third one. Do a third one.
you know, nice block.
Problem X, I think I like in 5 more than 4.
You'd be surprised at how many people
Problem X
would
is a good
just
candidate.
be able to do better
It really
against
depends on the character a
That
lot.
was so good.
Oh.
Yeah. That was so good. Yeah, even he said, wow.
I'm like a 50-50 for liking characters more in SF4 or SF5.
Peppadai and Xiaohai. Xiaohai just got hit by cross-up splash all day.
And of course, it's the characters who are exclusive.
Oh, faked you
You know,
out.
I like watching Ed a
when
lot.
you start I was just about to say, when you start playing a player that blocks all your crosses, you should
No, I had
just
to watch
go
in this
away with
game.
it and just go with the grab every
Yeah,
time. That is the ultimate mix-up.
That's
Shen plays SF5 quite a lot.
'Cause you can crouch
Plays
and throw,
Ibuki.
Yeah. Yeah.
the splashes and
I think he might have
overhead.
a new character now, but it's
That's it. Yeah. Don't go for
Still
the
Ibuki
splashes anymore.
as well.
Okay, well.
I think I remember seeing Shen playing someone new, right? I can't think of who though.
Yeah,
Like,
fair
what
enough.
Oh, God. Walked around like he got an S on his chest. Oh, my God.
Oh my god. Forte players love that move.
That's right. Everybody loves that move, except the opponent. Nice.
Ugh.
Oh, there it is again.
That's right.
I like Fudo in both SF4 and SF5, to be honest. I didn't like Fudo's Fei at first,
Okay, these
but I
guys are
acknowledged
fighting.
that it was
I
the
like
best.
this.
But then the more I watched it, the more I liked it.
Polar opposite from the previous match we saw.
Arturo, I'm like 50-50. I like him in both.
Oh, using the armor.
Same with all the
Doesn't wanna
Sims, to be
deal with
honest.
ambiguous jump attack. Oh, grabs him out of his EX run. You gotta watch out here. If you jump away from something, Fuerte's got that Ultra 2 lined up for you. Got him. Wow.
Wow, yeah. That's, Eduardo's playing so solid.
Arturo somehow got even older between SF4 and SF5.
He's like, breathe.
Yeah.
He was already 100 years old. Now he's 150 years old.
It's a tough match, dude. He's got it. Both
Young Art is a
players-
myth.
Both players have to play so
It's a
sharp.
meme.
You know, Peppadai probably doesn't ever need to exercise.
How can people say Young Art when Art is literally the oldest Street Fighter player?
Fingers, yeah.
Ooh, me? Uh-oh.
Yeah, you would.
Sulfus. Oh, look at that. Did you see how
Yeah.
far PR Rog walked
That was crazy. Yeah,
to
you know,
get that low jab distance?
that's what you got to have in this game. You can't have
That was a cool
Oh,
punish,
punch in
actually.
midsection.
Is that what Rock does there?
Oh, and then just
He can Ultra.
crouch fierce the catch.
Maybe you don't have
splits out
Ultra.
of the air.
Maybe he should wake up with EX low. Like, oh wow, maybe, unless he can grab that. Sure. might be able to grab that.
Well, that's why sometimes Fuertes just jump at you and do the air.
Ooh. He technically had a cross ultra there. It's not easy.
This is anybody's game here.
Look at Pepper He's like, I don't want to have it. Oh!
No, it's not a punish, I don't
Got
think.
punished?
Yeah, see that? That's why.
Oh,
so
almost
close.
enough chip. Almost enough chip. Almost enough chip. That would have been good.
Fei had another one of those too.
PR Rog is 100% sure whether or not he can punish.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
with
in
Ultra,
case of
yeah.
your bomb FADC. But I think he didn't think he was going to FADC.
Oh, you almost
my
never see
God,
that.
how
There it
much
was.
life he lost. It's all gone.
Top 5. Top 5.
Oh, he's barely gotten hit this round. Where did all his HP go? Fuerte's damage is pretty good after all.
Oh, and then the Fajita Buster.
The wake up mix-up actually does very low damage, but of course it loops, so. But the press only does like 100. Ugh.
I like how it was just like, you know how like sometimes when you're in a room full of like 15 people, everyone stops talking.
Might
at
be
the
like
same
120 or
time,
something.
and it's weirdly silent. That's what that 1 second was like. He was like, run around, run around, run around. They both stop moving.
It's just a flat loss, though.
Yeah,
It's just, you know, it's
exactly.
gone.
Wait, what just happened?
You didn't get anything. It's not like a fucking get hit then escape.
Big damage. Oh, man. Standing roundhouse. Crouching medium punch. Dash.
Yeah, speaking of huge damage, Forte just lost half his life.
Nice links. That's hard. Low short, low jab, low strong is 2 1-frame links. He had a counter hit, so it was a 2-frame link, then a 1-frame link.
Good strength that Balrog has in
It's nice to
his
see that, though.
jump back
Almost no Rog does that.
are so good at hitting Fuerte.
I love when I see like a good player of a character do something that almost no other player of that character does. You don't get that in SF5, but in SF4 that was very common. Combo-wise, that is.
Great hitbox.
So good.
There were so many safe combos that people did.
Forte still trying to work on opening up Balrog here.
Yeah, I think that's generally true.
One of the people who might be most happy about what he's seeing so far is Daigo. Daigo and Pepidai
3 frames is
were
too
basically
much.
tied in points.
Oh,
Even though Daigo had 2 wins and Pepidai had 1 win and 1 loss,
Yeah.
but they were tied in points.
That was a light headbutt.
And if PR Rock can take this, Daigo will be the sole.
That super is really dead juice right now. Rogs, I mean.
Punish it when it whips under you like
Yeah.
that. Here we go. What's the setup here?
That is the brain buster, right?
Is that plus?
It's the brain buster.
I don't know the frames on that for shit. Oh my god.
Some of my wrestling moves, not all of them.
This is super hard for Rog now.
I could be wrong. It's probably not even the brain.
Rog does not dodge chip easily. He's got to have charge to dodge
The
chip.
Brain Buster was up
And
in
like,
A
the chip,
in pro
your ways
wrestling
of
on
dodging
the
chip can
Nintendo.
like fail to hit off Forte.
And you had to get them tired before you could do
Ugh. The super's still nice to have.
Sorry, guys.
it.
Ugh, it
Brain
hurts.
kick from Fighter Hayabusa.
We lost the viewers. We lost them now.
What are these guys babbling about?
Ooh, there you go.
2 frame was the right number.
And also, look at all this meter.
2 frame is the correct number of links, and kill blinking. Make everything auto blink.
Oh,
And then you've got 2 frame links everywhere.
But that's because Forte has the fastest step back dash in the game. 6 frames.
Oh, he didn't have super. I thought he was going to just chip him up. That's still pretty much. Oh, it's not over.
I think that's probably usually true, yeah.
Oh my god.
And low forward.
Wow.
I think
I don't even know what to say.
loosening links has made the game more fun to play, but less fun to watch.
I played even better.
Top 5. It doesn't need.
EG Pure Rog versus.
Wait.
That's
There
right.
you go.
Here we are, 3-3, tied up right now. EG Pure Rog versus RCAP is
For almost every character, for every 1 frame link, there was a worse 2 frame link. Like if Ryu did towards Fierce, he could link a crouch Fierce as 1 frame, but he could just go straight into DP, and that was 2 frames with leniency.
Nice.
In almost every instance. There were only a few that wasn't true. I like to use Abel's step kick as an example. Abel did not have anything else to do. Abel had no 3 frame or a 2 frame link there. It was just 1 frame links. And that was like a really important part of his game.
Nice. Oh, wow.
Comboing from step kick.
Yeah, too far. 200 damage right there.
Running.
Yeah, Vega had no link from jabs except 1 frame stuff.
Just wake up low
Man,
jab.
Fuerte just couldn't stop running.
And Eduardo looked at somebody in the audience and was like, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I just hit low jab on
Yep.
wake up.
Okay.
most of those were removed, especially in Ultra. Ultra had a lot of quality of life link
Got
stuff
there doing that move, yeah.
because it was the fan request patch. You got changes like fucking DJ's far forward change. Or like a lot of links loosened up a little bit. Like Guile used to have the 1-frame link as crouch jabs, and now they're 2-frame links.
Some momentum back. Wow.
Adon used to have a 1-frame link of low jab, low strong, and now it's 2-frame.
To get through those ambiguous-
A lot of characters had that.
Oh, see, that's again. Peppadai had that set up for Ultra 2, and he just didn't do it.
That was like one of the most requested changes in Ultra, was like loosening certain important links.
I think that drop kick was a little questionable. I was wondering if that was a pro fluke setup. That's what I was wondering. I'm still waiting to see it.
Oh, and gets him with a tortilla.
Yeah.
He was so concerned about EX Quesadilla chipping him.
Yep. He was,
And then as soon as he went into the air, he was like, I don't know what's, and then it was too late. My
Yeah.
bad. Oh.
Elf had to link stand jab, but he could just chain crouch jab.
Two punches from Balrog, same
But
damage.
chaining jabs led to nothing, so he just got a whole bunch of jabs.
Oh.
Or that might have been an Ultra that he got the chaining jabs. I don't remember.
he's boxing him.
Oh,
We had to
he
link
wanted
stand
that
jab, and it was
drop,
kinda
that
awkward.
throw, But Peppadai was so ready for it. Nice.
Oh, good slide.
Oh, watch out for that Ultra 2.
Nice.
Oh,
That might have worked
man,
the first
two
time.
chances. He gave him 2 chances for it. There's a couple of times Peppadai has missed that.
That is so cheap.
EX Headbutt Ultra. Just do it.
I don't know what he.
I don't know if EX Headbutt would have won. It probably would have lost, frankly.
I don't know what he could have done.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now.
I don't know.
Yeah,
'Cause that was chip. Because that's the thing. Chip damage is a proportion of how much damage you do, unless they actually put in a specific exception, right?
Right.
200 damage means that chip right there was.
To be honest, I don't even know
70 damage or something.
if the invincibility on Scarlet Terror would have been useful.
No.
They should have made it better against jump-ins, I think.
Okay.
Because that's like silly, but I understand why they don't, because that would change like his biggest weakness way for the better. But EX Scarlet Terror, like, nice meter build right there.
Yeah, like I said, the nice thing about Eduardo.
A lot of time it's like fucking cross-up dive kick into another, like fake cross-up dive kick into a real cross-up dive kick, or real cross-up dive kick into a fake cross-up dive kick, shit like that. His really bad matchups, like he wouldn't even have charge in the situations where he needed invincibility. Needing both charges means that you can't do it in block strings very easily, or you won't have charge a lot of the time in block strings.
Yeah, if you guys are watching this, you guys don't know we're talking
It made him stronger in matchups where he was okay, and didn't help him in matchups where he was weak.
Press your jabs and then inch forward and keep blocking. You know, keep the pressure, inch your way in one step at a time. That's what Eduardo does, and a lot of other top players.
Practice your baby steps.
Practice your baby steps. Shout outs to Enthal for making me practice my baby
Game
steps.
dev question.
God, I
I'm
haven't
frightened.
heard that name in a long
Yeah,
time.
man. Hey. You know, I never forget the hood. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, James?
Oh, got right through there again with the slight startup invincibility.
Nice. Okay.
Why does that go so far? Jump back, you won't even fucking reach him.
That's what's so good about it. It's like on whiff.
KCD bomb just goes so fucking distant. Oh, look at those chaining jabs. He didn't need much damage, so he took the easiest route.
Quesadilla bomb, 3 jabs will do it.
Yeah.
I think EX Scarlet Terror is actually like 4 frames, isn't it? It's quite fast.
That trade.
Look at the
Every
damage.
time, yeah.
I told you that throw that blows people up. It is not used enough, man.
I went to the location test in California, and I was like, I tried Re Ultra 2, and I was like, this isn't enough.
Virtually, yeah.
That was like one of my biggest fucking things. I was like, make it good. And they gave him one juggle into it that also buffed his Ultra 1.
Eduardo does that. After the throw, dash, crushing jab, and then normal jump.
Everyone NT are more reliable.
Yeah, it was.
And he
Yes, it
missed
was.
it.
And he stood up. Eduardo knows.
Consequence
Eduardo
attached
knows.
to it.
Okay,
Gives
he's
it a
taking
niche use while still
He's
being a
taking
good
it.
anti-air.
He's
Hold
gonna
up.
take it.
Let me think about that. Oh yes, he throws his claw at the opponent. That's his anti-air.
Win is a win.
Bang, and then you lose your claw. That's not my actual suggestion though.
Yep.
That'd be funny though.
Like, no.
It would be kind of cool if he had like a fucking mask off anti-air that cost 1 bar and had the freeze from Omega, and that gave you charge. So you could have no charge and then fucking do that and then anti-air Ultra 1 or something, anti-air Ultra 2 or something.
1 frame too early. You hit your buttons 1 frame too early on an ultra code, you come out with the upper time.
But then you lose your fucking mask and also you spent a meter.
So if you time it as a tiger knee, if you hit it 1 frame early, you hit it at forward. That's how you come out with your ultra.
Ooh, man, he's is getting checked. That was a good overhead attempt. No.
Not that time.
Oh, wait.
He knew he was charged up in time.
Okay.
That ultra
I thought that
freeze-
would have grabbed him.
I think he's invincible at the startup long enough to pass the activation frame.
Oh, wow, okay.
The active frames, I should say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, when the ultras
A move giving you super freeze to give you charge is pretty funny. Omega was cool about that.
Building your own charge.
Oh, yeah.
So you
But
have
even
plenty
then,
of
you only
time
get one
to
pop
bring
because you
that
can't pick the
ultra
mask back up in Omega.
Tech right
Yeah.
there.
If you could pick it back up, it would be a smaller consequence, but still a consequence. Oh, nice.
He's got him this time.
Nice.
That does so much damage on the ground.
Punish right there.
It's like a 500 damage ultra.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Ugh.
And then he made it under, but then he dropped.
Okay. He'll take it. He'll take it.
Eduardo.
Yeah, he'll take
Now,
it.
Fuerte was crouching, so he couldn't do stand jab sweep.
You can see on Bebedai's face. He's like,
I don't even know. He didn't have charge there because he got the super late cross under because of the corner stuff. I don't know what he could have done to complete that combo that he dropped with the 3 jabs. He had no cancel available, and I couldn't even see a better link. I guess low strong.
Man, I'm getting away
Yeah,
from
no,
something.
yeah. 2 jabs. Delayed jab. Love it.
Oh yes, a teeny slide.
Oh, he should have let
Vega,
Yeah, he should.
Vega gets Dhalsim crouching,
yeah.
zoom crouching short.
Let that one rip. Wrong,
Yeah.
wrong time. Wrong
Yeah.
He
guy.
just slides under without hitting the opponent.
This is what you should have
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
Catches him with the armor breaker version of the dash punch. In case.
Solid dash punch. Solid jump back fierce.
Ooh, okay. Juggle him out of the air.
Oh.
Juggle him out of
Yep.
the air. Oh, and he is not discouraging Eduardo
Got
from
him.
jumping. No.
Oh, it hit the corner.
That was so.
And
That might have
again,
been almost
Eduardo
impossible
is
at the
like-
time.
Yeah, he's taking.
I don't think
every
so.
game.
I don't think you had any slide FADC stuff.
Afterwards, you know, if they interview him, he's gonna be like, all of that was on purpose.
Yep, yep.
I knew all of that was gonna happen.
Mhm.
I disabled Pepidai's Ultra, so he came out with EX Uppercut instead.
I wonder what changed between Eduardo's
You know,
performance.
if
between
the thing I would do,
and now, because he's playing much more confident now. I like the way this PR Balrog is playing.
I'd let him store
What
flip
you're
kick.
implying, my God.
Not a single thing.
Fair
But I
enough.
do
I
like
think that'd be kind of cool.
much more relaxed and having a good time up there now.
Yep.
I would make flip kick not invincible on the ground, but like have upper body invincibility to make it anti-air better.
Dudes to join the FGC
That's what they usually do for fucking moves that they want to be good anti-airs but don't want to be good reversals, and it seems to work.
Do you feel that every year we've received a new
If he
player?
got charge and then like held back or held forward, he would keep the ability to flip
That
kick.
guy has been playing this game for years. Obviously,
years, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
since,
yeah.
you know, since
Yeah,
the
Scarlet
beginning.
Terror.
But
I'd allow him to
probably not
store the Scarlet Terror.
Do you mean like we receive a new top player?
Yeah.
Or,
Like, is that happening? Are we receiving like a new?
we get a lot of new top players, and that's one of my favorite things. Because pre-2009, I'm not gonna lie, when
I think that'd be kind of fun. It would add like a nice little level of tactics that doesn't exist in other characters.
All they were doing was getting older. They weren't getting any younger. And then 2009 happened, and then we got all these people,
That's true. Yeah.
all these players. Who
All these people that were coming up to you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm still in college.
Yeah.
Let's stop and look forward. Oh, nice.
Wow, nice. I love that.
There are people that are playing fighting games who are younger than I've actually been playing fighting games for. You know, the amount of time. I said that to Christitarian one time, and it was 100% true.
Oh yeah, I believe that. Yeah. Yeah. That's
And then
true,
there's this-
actually.
There's this footage of B3 on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And there's the
Remember
shot of
Crutch
him,
Fierce anti-air?
Like young James.
Yeah.
People are always like, look how young you look here. I'm
yeah.
like, in that picture, I am older than Christitarian and Filipino man are now.
Yep. Oh man, that's so funny, and I know the picture I think you're talking about.
The fighting game I often
Yeah,
theorize
yeah,
making
yeah, yeah.
with the selectable special moves.
That's so funny. I'm sorry. That's
One of the things I would really put in it that I would like
Dude, that my friend-
is
like when Justin-
towards A style
So, like,
anti-air.
I like that picture of you when you were a
6A,
kid. I'm
whatever.
like, I'm in college.
That you can like jump cancel and then get like a little juggle as an anti-air. Or maybe not jump cancel, or maybe special move cancel, something. Depending on the
Talk
character you're
about that
playing.
all day.
Because I'd have like 3 different models again.
Oh, PR Rock might? Okay, never mind.
And in particular, I would have that lead to like pretty damaging anti-airs, and it would be upper body invincible.
FGC
but I would have an air parry that would, like, you know, beat them.
James,
If you did fucking anti-air towards fucking
I
A,
am down.
and the opponent air parried it, they'd get a hit on you. But if you picked like a special move, special moves would be unparryable in my game. So like if you did anti-air uppercut, it would just be a hard anti-air. It would just work 100% of the time.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
But if you did a higher damage, more rewarding towards A combo, it would be higher damage, more rewarding, but it could be parried. But the opponent probably wouldn't be doing jump parry because, you know, because they know you could just DP them if you fucking if you picked a DP, and it would be an incentive to pick a DP. It would be like people who don't want to, you know, play the jump in parry mix-up game. They can just have a DP that just counters jumps. But it takes one of your moves.
You're killing me up here, James. You're killing me up here, James.
I think that's all kind of cool and fair. I would really enjoy playing something with that.
That's right. Nice standing medium punch is something you rarely see.
Oh, nice.
We got him.
Quesadilla Bomb and Ultra both catch Rog's fucking armored stuff.
Wanted to keep the pressure going?
Maybe,
Was it
but I mean,
desperation?
it's not a lot of damage because he barely had any ultra built
Yeah.
up. So
I'll tell you what, with the damage you saw was just Ultra and the Quesadilla Bomb right there.
he caught up.
An Ultra of his own.
Yeah, but now oh no, Peppedeye's not going to build up another ultra in time.
That's a Quesadilla release.
Right there. Yeah, if you don't see
I saw that
everyone
shit.
take I mean,
That
it
was his
doesn't
wake
matter.
up.
You can see him take a step back. You can see him stay right in your face. You can see him go full screen. You still might get thrown. You know, on your wake up. He is one of the most deadly players in Street Fighter 4 when it comes to his throw game. On your wake up.
Oh wow. Catch it. Oh my god.
It's still kind of bad.
Nope, not this time. And there it was. Like we said, he can do. Look at the damage.
He can do hard ace as an anti-air, but it's like a little disappointingly slow. It gets a juggle in the corner though, which is kind of cool. Or a super cancel if you want to use that.
That was an
7-5.
Sorry about that, guys.
But no, that was definitely a lot of.
But if he doesn't have the claw, he can't use ace.
From both players. I mean, look, Eduardo said that they played the money match.
That's right.
And he won, I think, like 15 to
Yeah,
5
Cry is about right.
So he was really confident going in there. But you know, I mean,
Crouch
you saw
Fierce
it from
is
himself.
okay.
He was sweating.
Yeah, he was
It's like not as good as most anti-air normals.
He did look very relaxed and
But
composed,
both the trick is that both claw and clawless Crouch Fierce have different hitboxes, and they have to be timed differently because of that and spaced differently, which is annoying. It's like other characters don't have to fuck around with that. It's like an extra little game that he has to play.
This is grand finals. This is PR Balrog versus Ryan Hart. But remember, this is a double elimination.
I think that's still a thing, but I haven't thought about it in
PR
forever.
Still coming from losers bracket. In other words, Ryan Hart only needs to win one set. He only needs to win one set, and this is 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
So if he wins the first 3 out of 5, he wins. PR Balrog, if he wins 3 out of 5, he just set Ryan Hart to lose.
Vega's main anti-air is like maybe air throw, which is pretty sad. It's rewarding, but you know,
Oh yeah. We just
you
saw
gotta
a
jump.
signal earlier from Chris
Early
King
air normals will just
on
beat it.
Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom 3 against PR Balrog.
That's right.
PR Balrog might be in the mood to dish out his own
It's awkward.
6-0s.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do.
Vega still has his classic weaknesses without really having any classic strengths.
A lot of incidental damage here on the way in.
Ooh,
SF5 air throw is about the
trade.
same.
That is a good trade and a better throw from Ryan Hart to send the PR Rog into the corner. Ooh, just not close enough for that.
I think air throws are still 3 frames in SF5, but don't quote me.
Oh, what?
Even though ground throws are
I don't know
3.
what the crouch
I mean
kick
5.
was about, but that cost him the round.
Not quite
Remember
yet.
cross tech and 7 frame throws?
Almost.
It's like a
Oh,
joke.
it is. PR Rog hit the timing of that dash punch very well.
Nice. Holy
Oh,
shit.
he
Hit
got
on,
it in the
hit on the ground too.
round. Trains a third
That super is
round
pretty
from the
fast. I'm
beginning.
surprised
Gets
it
the
gave
rest
Sagat
of
that
the
much time to
round
land.
meter back, but it's a good way to get your opponent mentally discouraged right at the start.
And PR Rock's already where he wants to be.
Are they 5?
Speed, but that hasn't come yet.
Oh,
Okay, it's not
never
gonna
mind.
come.
False alarm. Still feel fast.
Oh, wow.
Maybe it's just the big range.
That kid reached him. Oh, no.
Maybe it's just the fact that most people are still doing, like, you know, heavy normal jump-ins,
Some major errors.
which are like, whatever, 10.
Oh, and he just walks up and gets the sweep.
Depends on the character. Look at that young Justin Wong. Look how useful he is.
Dragon punch, crouching medium kick on wake up.
This is 2014 Justin Wong. This is 5 years ago.
Okay, got that CBS 2 punch there. Nice uppercut. Ryan Hart is one of my reads on him is that man pumps uppercut motions a lot.
A lot, he does.
A lot. Oh, he made it through and punished. All right,
Into
gets
the
the
corner
throw,
now.
yep.
Final round 17. This is the tournament. This is where they debuted
In a safe fashion.
Decaf, isn't it?
He can block wake up uppercuts. Oh,
They
not that
debuted
time.
debuted
Oh,
her against
he's got
Ryan Hart.
crumple. Is this gonna kill?
It'll be close. Yeah,
It did.
just barely.
And look at this. PR Log.
This is the tournament where it was fucking everyone saw DiCaprio for the first time. She'd been leaked. Her name had been leaked.
Inaugural Capcom Pro Tour. We've got a long way to go.
And it was everyone's first time seeing her, and everyone was like, "Fuck DiCaprio, this is the laziest character ever."
No
And then Capcom threw DiCaprio shirts into the fucking crowd, and everyone's like, "I love DiCaprio, gimme, gimme."
for him to go in, take advantage.
Turns out you can like something a lot when there's merch.
Oh, good stuff from Ryan there. Countering that focus attempt. Oh,
Yeah, it was literally what the fuck I love clones now. Once there were shirts into the mix,
Recognize the same thing.
Ryan has been having a lot of trouble stopping the turnaround.
everyone's like, "What the
Whereas
fuck is this Capcom? Give me a
he's
shirt."
countering it a lot with Akuma low strong. He has to be careful here. PR Rock with a lot of meter.
Ooh, was that really a punish?
Right
He
here.
jumped so late.
Ultra.
He jumped like as the fireball was like hitting him.
Away from it, certainly.
Yeah, he's got to block a dash punch.
When's it
Oh
coming?
my god. Reinhardt is extremely dangerous because of uppercuts like that.
Last year, he doesn't want it to happen
That's a
again.
truly dangerous uppercut.
One thing I will say about Ryan Hart is that he's a man who wears his emotion on his sleeve. You can see it on his face. Doesn't necessarily mean he's rattled. He's been in this situation
Oh, yeah.
way too many times.
I think as long as you're an SF2 character, you can make it into later games.
At least he's out of the corner.
Same with Abel.
He's gotten a lot
I'm gonna
of
say like
block
fucking
has
Julie will probably never come back.
Same read you do that Ryan Hart seems to pump Dragon Punch. If you're pumping
I'm gonna
Dragon
say
Punch, you're
Joe.
not blocking, and that's
No, they could redesign Joe. They're like being obscure is like it almost helps you at this point. You have to be recent and unpopular
Here we go.
to never come back.
Pass into Ultra.
All right, looking good for Ryan now. He's out of the corner.
Sea Viper could be one of them.
To set things up.
She was recent and she was unpopular.
Damage. Not quite dead yet. Again, nothing against the turnaround punch. And you see him walk up and sweep again.
It needs to be a character who is literally replaced by another character.
Forward hurt box. It's very
As Evil Ryu will never come back. There you go.
in the
Next time they add Evil Ryu, it'll be Kage.
Predictions over fireballs for PR Rog. He
Kage has
a
now
lead
eaten Evil
on
Ryu.
Ryan Hart's pace. I don't know what it is.
So he's spot on with it.
Rufus already came back for cross deck, and if he did it once, he can do it again. I would almost like that. Ooh, nice.
Oh, he made it through. This is the second time he's used his meter very early.
Ryan
Just a,
keeps challenging.
That'd be a cool little twist if Kage just replaced
it was a
Ryu
counter hit.
for a game.
Okay, you got it.
Here's your Ryu function, guys.
A lot of damage. And now
Now,
Ryan
granted, I don't think it would be a good idea.
a little bit, maybe more offensive play coming in.
Yeah, he's realizing whatever he's doing isn't working again. Oh, wow.
Oh, he tried to do it.
He tried to charge. He did not charge up fast enough for the Ultra.
Yeah, I wonder if Sagat crossed.
I feel like if they brought back 12, there's a good chance they wouldn't bring back 12. They would bring back like something like 12.
Get that kick run.
Fireball.
Oh, and a fierce to the face.
That's a reset. 3-0, very quick. And now both of them effectively in losers bracket, and Ryan is in the same position he was in last year.
Remy's a serious candidate for never coming back,
Did
because Guile's a serious candidate for always coming back,
The pass.
and they can never coexist.
lack of
Fong is like guaranteed to come back.
fireballs that have been caught by super. The Tiger knee that
I like Fong's air dash, by the way.
the lack of challenge after turnaround.
I think Ed is also quite likely. I feel like Ed is like Maybe Ed's not interesting now for a lot of people,
Oh,
but like give him another game.
Prefers the positioning. Oh wow. Okay. No.
I feel like this is just the beginning for him.
He needs to go recover mentally. That's not the way to do it. That can only make it worse.
Probably Falk too.
that might have been an unblockable.
That's like a bit true for all the new characters.
Tricky stuff.
It's like what do they preserve and what's new when they add them for another game.
Oh, and again, and now PR
We'll probably end up getting something really cool.
No headbutt off of that.
That was a dash I'll try bet.
He's in a good position.
He wasn't
He's got
confident.
Such a big life lead. And yeah, Sagat has that problem where he gets hit by stand jab.
Rashida.
That's why in vanilla Akuma,
Rashida I can see coming back in a heartbeat,
roundhouse
but
jab.
like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they changed the special move or two. Not saying they're gonna replace special moves, even just like what they would do to like Whirlwind in a new game.
Rock just looking like he's in full control of the situation.
No fair DP on that. So at this point, Reinhardt maybe not pumping anymore. Maybe not paying quite as much attention to the air.
I think if Gen comes back, he'll be a lot more like Zeku.
Rotec every time for Ryan in that situation.
Oh, no crumple. Very close though.
Not like more like Zeku, like has moves from Zeku. More like Zeku, like his stance change works like Zeku does.
There it is. I want to see a little more of that.
Yeah, you gotta put doubt in your opponent's head, and a great whiff punish there.
I'm like fairly confident Jury will be in every Street Fighter game from now on.
Letting Rob run a,
Every single possible opportunity Jury's had to come back, she's done it.
how to shut that down.
And like she's like the 4th most popular Street Fighter character by design now, or like 3rd.
There it is. That's looking
There
good.
we go.
This is the recovery he might need.
Oh, wow. You should have just uppercutted.
Cute
Just
feet.
went for it.
Exactly.
Never uppercut. Oh, and he did FADC back, and PR Rog was ready for it. Chases him down on the back dash.
Remember when that used to always fall out?
Ultra.
It was truly suffering being a ROG player.
And just like that, he is caught up in life. Now you gotta be careful if you're
That was so
Reinhardt, 'cause he's
stupid.
got that super meter. Oh, no cancel.
Yeah, Ryan's already tested that.
Remember when medium Messiah kick didn't combo to light flip and literally no one noticed for like 4 versions of the game?
Just like we said.
If you're Rob, I feel like you must have seen that pump. The character was going up and down, because what Ryan was doing was inputting down toward, looking to react to something. Reinhardt's not. Wow. Okay. Couple of new things out of Ryan.
I want Jury to put her thighs around my dick while her feet press against my face.
Neutral jumps are different.
And I want her to insult me while she's doing it.
Well, unfortunately, got hit by the crumple. No ultra. It's going to be a waste at that point in time. He's already has him in the corner. And look how far forward he walked.
Heaven is just that.
One of the key to footsies is how far can you walk forward.
I feel like Sagat is not necessary to Street Fighter. But a lot of people seem to think he was.
Great jump from Reinhardt, taking advantage of PR Rog's focus trick. Oh, he just tried dash ultra and he missed it.
I think he tried that a couple of times there.
Yeah.
Cat ear hair or untied long. I'm gonna go with untied long hair for me.
Ryan trying to make this turn out differently than it did.
I don't know. I always feel like there's a lot of overlap between Sagat and Ryu. I know that I like adamantly say he's not a Shoto, because I treat Shoto like a lore word.
Much more active offensive style from Ryan.
Yeah, there
But
you
like
go.
I feel like in every game he's pretty similar to Ryu, and Ryu's always present.
And tailor his gameplay accordingly. I actually like him back.
I don't mind similar characters. It's just, you know, low priority for me.
Oh man.
Slower, yes. Tankier, maybe. I guess he usually has high health.
Oh, and he just
I feel like
got
Sagat has
the
worse
down,
normals and better
but
specials.
Saw Reinhardt, he started pumping the motion again. But I think he just caught him right at the start of that. Alright.
He's more specialized. He's a pure Ryu, if that makes any sense, when Ryu's already so pure.
I like that Reinhardt has always just gone to
Sagat is one of the closest characters in this game to being like a fucking walking special move. Ooh, I think he got it.
Yes, he did. Alright, so
Evens it
Ryan,
up.
Sagat's like one of the only characters where you can actually play
oh, nice. He
like
did the armor
specials
bump.
and nothing else and win. Sea Viper as well, I
Oh,
guess.
he went for the full level 3. Great reaction from Reinhardt. Oh, he tried to ultra there. And it didn't
That's a pretty
happen.
rare thing.
And that's, yeah, now Ryan the Hup.
Oh, hold on.
Tried to ultra, and I just saw him turn to Justin and said, that was ultra, that was ultra.
Yeah. There were ultra. That game went differently. But Ryan Hart now is that tournament game. And you've seen how he's changed it up a little bit. Rog has had moments where he's reacted, where he's played a little bit differently as a result, but hasn't been long-term so far. Nice. Right on over.
Oh, and then Pierre Rock dropping it and getting hit by the crumble again. And here comes Ryan Hart, turning all the momentum around. Nice uppercut.
There it is. Oh, wow. Crouching medium kick. And now it's tournament point. Ryan Hart looked so down after the 3-0
I was saying hi to my mom.
Rog had in the first set. And he's on his way to winning this tournament. Now look at that.
Pierre Rock, similar, had a very upset expression on his face. Like,
Yeah, I think you could play Ryu like that. But that's the point, is Sagat is, because Sagat is more special oriented. Because Sagat is the OG SF2 design coming through.
Here we go. Only half a bar away
Easier
from
for him.
taking final round.
Ryan playing his game.
You don't even need that many normals to play Sagat.
No, he's gonna save it.
You need like low strong for cancels, stand around house for space control and ATR.
Oh, he had the low jab that could have went.
Low forward maybe. Low short for linking and confirming.
Lots more challenges.
That's like almost already it. He doesn't use that many normals.
Oh, he's in trouble. He's in
Oh,
trouble.
there it is.
Ryan Hart's gonna
Right.
take it. Final round 17. He got second last year. This time it's first place.
Ryan Hart all the way from the United Kingdom.
He came very last minute. He got the plane ticket just a few days before. And what a payoff he's gotten for it.
I'm probably going to go in just a bit. Do you ever watch, I think it was Reinhardt versus Bonchan? It's completely ridiculous. It's a very well-played match from both players, but Sagat Mirror is one of the silliest matchups in the entire game, and it's very silly. I guess I'll find it right now just because it's funny. This might be it. This is a Japanese tournament. I don't remember it being... No, it might have actually been that one. Let's just watch it. It doesn't matter. We'll get this matchup either way. Yeah, so Sagat always runs Ultra 2 in this matchup. That's static. And it's like... if they throw the same fireball level, they clash. And if they throw the different fireball levels, they trade. Like that. And you can use a low fireball to go under a high fireball. The fireball like dance is super elaborate, but it's really repetitive. And then the way that EX fireballs work too. And then Ultra 2 is like free in this matchup. You can use Ultra 2 to punish any fireball from like most ranges. So it's very easy to land. But then you get shit like that, I guess. You can hold it forward on this. So it's like the Ultra is really easy to land for both players. I think there was a lot of EX Fireball. The way EX Fireballs work is super elaborate, but I don't remember how it is. It's like if an EX Fireball goes through another Fireball on the same level, Sagat can land Ultra, but he trades if it's with a Fireball on a different level. And then he can't use Ultra. So you want to throw a Fireball at the same level that they're throwing a Fireball if you're throwing an EX Fireball. He had an Ultra there. He could have done it. It was not bad there. This matchup is so silly. Sagat's Ultra 2 is a bit better than Ryu's Ultra 1 and a bit worse than Ryu's Super at punishing fireballs. I don't know. This is a, like, it's, they're so far apart so often. It's so weird, and you can see how both of them having Ultra completely changes the way that the Fireball War works. Oh, that was it. He still got it, though. This is like inverted SF5. The way they use meter is so interesting. Oh yeah, and if discounting Ultra 2, if you throw a fireball at their an EX fireball at their fireball, it'll take longer to reach them and do less damage. But if you throw an EX fireball at a different height than their fireball, it'll do full damage, but you'll take damage because it'll trade. It's so weird. It's so weird how this matchup all works. So sometimes you're trying to vary your fireball heights, and sometimes you want to not vary them. Oh, that was nice. Look at that. I feel like that wasn't some kind of proximity. I think he was just training and he saw. Judging by the Ultra at the end of the last match. I think he was looking for, he was training Ultra on a fireball and saw a Tiger Knee and he was like, here I go. I forgot all about the proximity guard OS. Something I haven't thought about in forever. Look at that, using the low Tiger shot to dodge the high Tiger shot. That works with EX Tiger shots too, naturally. It makes low Tiger shots a lot better. But also, you know, there's that whole thing about wanting to or not wanting to match the height of your opponent's fireball. Low fireball has a bit of standing at the end, I think, where you can't block. Ooh, was that actually reaction? Yeah, I think you're forced to recover standing for like a few frames right at the end. If there's a fireball inside you, it'll hit you. The way the screen moving works is pretty interesting too. Nice Kara uppercut. He had no link there, so going straight to uppercut was best. Oh, that was an ultra. Nice! Super cool. Got the Tiger Knee hits in reverse order. He got the second hit, then the first hit. That was a whiff punish, I think. It's a pretty late one, but I think it still got the throw. I think there's something really cool about the design of Pokemon humans, but I can't place what it is. Pokemon Universe humans. I think that is the art style, something about it maybe. Obviously there's a lot of design attempts just in the characters in general. Probably every single character model is like designed to ship by a million fucking people. Well, maybe not by a million people, but like, you know, for a while. Even the regular trainers look really cool. Just having a fucking, you know, lady with a bag of groceries and a Pokeball. They find a way to like make someone Pokemon themed for every single fucking NPC. It's not all of them, but it's a lot. More anime or back to its roots? I guess more anime. I want the ceiling to go up. I think that's important for viewership, and it's also nice for players. But I understand that it makes it harder. It makes a smaller percentage of the players actually get good. I think the most ideal thing would be a game that's very, very easy to get into and very, very easy to improve in, but also with a lot of room to improve, and that's really hard to do. I think a lot of people are shooting for that, but it's just difficult to actually do it. Anyway, I think making it more anime and improving the ceiling are almost synonymous. What if SF6 was like a card game? Like no fighting components whatsoever. It's like a turn-taking, like fucking Yu-Gi-Oh. Yes. Fuck with everyone. Stages are bigger in this game, aren't they? I never really thought about it. But like picturing Sakura's stage right now. Ooh. It feels like it would fit comfortably in the center of the stage. They should confirm that Street Fighter and Resident Evil are the same universe in SF6. And I don't mean put like Chris into SF6. I mean they should put like a zombie apocalypse as like a core part of the game's story. I don't even know if Ultra I'm gonna kill there. Very tricky situation. Yeah, look at that. Immaculate. I think he needed to jump to not get hit there. Love that trade combo. I like that it's rewarding even if you don't have Ultra. Even if you don't spend meter. I think Ryan is one of the more technically skilled players. One of the most. On the surface, this is so simple. But there's a lot of technical stuff going on in this matchup. I think it's actually one of my favorite matches of this game. Ooh. Ultra? Oh. I don't even remember if that works with Ultra 2. I feel like it does. As soon as Ryan Hart gets a meter, he has a massive advantage. Oh, never mind. If you're winning, you want those fireball trades. Oh, look at that. Full screen combo. That doesn't normally work. You need your fireball to get slowed down by hitting a fireball on the way over. That way it hits later, so you recover sooner relative to when it hits. Isn't that great? Isn't this matchup great? There's a lot of really weird stuff going on. I'm not even really convinced that's worth 2 bars. Double EX Fireball. 3 hits of EX Fireball. I guess it is. Hmm. Fireballs being overly weak and pokes being overly weak are 2 things that I consider to be objectively mistakes in SF5.
のペースを作れてないようにここまで見えますね。
Those were things that didn't need to get nerfed. And the game suffered because they were nerfed when they didn't need to be. I don't even like fireballs. But SF4 had like the perfect strength of fireball. They were like good but not too good. Well, some of them were. Some of them were too good. I don't want Poison's fireballs to come back. I think mistakes, I don't know. Okay, yeah, mistake is the wrong word. I think that wanting it was a mistake is what I was trying to say. I wonder how much the strength of the fireball matters in this matchup. I would probably mostly throw hard ones. Sometimes you want hard fireballs, sometimes you want light fireballs. Light fireballs are usually better, but it really depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to make them stand into a fireball, you probably want one that's slow so that they stand into it, you know. Nice combo. At the right time. Special FX. To me, the games look pretty similar. I think there's some subtle things that make the animation look nicer in SF5. But it's like on and off. It's very on and off. Ooh. Fireball clashing? I never even thought about it. Trying to picture. I need a side-by-side. This ain't no vanilla. That being said, I couldn't tell you what version it is. It's probably AE. It was 2013, so I guess it was AE 2012. I feel like Ultra came out around early 2014, but I actually don't remember. The dust, no. The dust is ridiculous in this game. I like the dust traveling along under the fireball, but I hate the dust from like walking. It's like ridiculous. Characters generate so much dust when they move in any way. I remember someone pointed out in a YouTube comment, it's like, look at this effect when Akuma... It was just like Akuma versus someone. It was like Tokido match. And someone was just like fucking had a timestamp. It's like, look what a air fireball looks like when it hits the ground. And he had like fucking like 50 thumbs up. And like I clicked on it. I was like, damn, it's pretty. Air fireballs look so cool when they hit the ground. There's that video of Blanca coward crouching under a sonic boom. And this was in SF4. Blanca coward crouching under a sonic boom, and you could see Blanca's reflection in the sonic boom. That video got a lot of clicks, and it was like, damn, that's beautiful. That's cool. The way the Sonic Boom visual effect works.
そうですね。序盤に見せた超反応がありますからね。あれはボンちゃんの中では意識づけにはなってると思いますよ。不用意な球を打ったらやられるという。
Nice. He sniped that. He had FADC Ultra if he wanted it.
前に来るライアン。劣勢ながらガンガン前に詰めてプレッシャーをかけて。
This is actually going super close.
対するボンちゃんは距離を取って。
Oh, that was like a frame before he got hit. Brian Hart's reactions are pretty nutty. I feel like they're some of the best in the FGC.
ショットに反応を合わせたライアン。山ちゃん、中足アパカボンちゃんの意地。さあボンちゃん今のキャノン
EX move visual. The only time I can think of EX looking ugly is for Sagat, actually, in either game. That's something that always really bothered me about Sagat, is that his EX fireballs are very hard to distinguish visually. So you have to look at the yellow on Sagat. And yellow doesn't even really stand out on Sagat's body because of the way it's colored.
ショットの打ち合い。さあグランドの打ち合いになる。2が当たって大慶で追い払う。2がカス当たりだがアパカ。
But like, it's really obvious when Ryu throws an EX fireball, or even Ken throws an EX fireball compared to a regular one. But Sagat, it's more subtle.
グランドショット。さあいい試合になっているが。
The fireball looks exactly the same. It's not wider. Or it might be wider. It's just very visually similar. You can't tell a color difference, really. It travels faster, I guess.
しかしボンちゃんはミスしてもミスしても狙い続ける。さあいいエクスショット。これで4-3。
But I mostly rely on the sound effect for that one.
ミスはあるもののそれ以外はかなり、自分のペース作れてきてますね。さあミスをしていながらも取った試合。
Isn't Juri's name Yuri in Japanese?
ボンちゃんが先にリーチをかけた。アパカこれは届かず。
Or maybe that's Julie's name is Yuri. I don't remember. One of them is named Yuri in the Japanese version. I think it's Julie.
これでボンちゃんに3連勝を許しているんで、ちょっと嫌な流れですね。まあもうすでにリーチをかけられてしまった状況になっていますんで、これはライアンとしては是が非でも、戻さなくてはいけない。しかもその戻す内容もできればこだわりたいといったところですね。ここはガードになる。さあボンちゃんが生き生きし始めてきた。
Whoa.
噛み合っていた。前に来て。
There's a wild forward dash. Especially to be dashing under a wild fucking towards roundhouse. I want to say towards roundhouse can't hit grounded opponents in this game, but maybe it can. I don't know. Instinctively, no, because it could lead to some wonky chip out stuff. Who won? He should have ultraed later, then Ryan Hart's ultra would go through him. He did it too early. Nice. It has its strong and weak moments. I think there's some character designs that are just ugly. But when I was playing through story mode, I was kind of taken aback at how good a lot of the faces looked, and especially the expressions. SF5 has very expressive characters. They like clearly put some time and effort into that. And they would have scenes. They would actually have scenes where character, like the character would make a facial expression as like, you know, to convey something. They wouldn't use words. And I feel like it would work. I'm playing Zodiac Age for the first time, replaying FF12. And there are a lot of cutscenes where something isn't stated, it's just implied through the character's expression. It's almost like they were shooting for that for the whole game, for how often it happens. There's a lot of storytelling through expression. I wonder if that put anyone off it. There are definitely some things I missed my first playthrough too. The way the storytelling works. I like how there was an actual TMNT Tournament Fighters stream at Combo Breaker. And genuinely I like that. That's my go-to fighting meme game. I feel like it's like it got a little bit more street cred than, for example, Wu-Tang Shonen Style. Or other similar bad old fighting games. What's the funniest old bad fighting game? Is it 3D Balls? Is it Shaq Fu? Is it Clay Fighters? Tournament Fighters is probably not a bad game. I remember having a lot of fun with it as a kid. But I just meant, you know, not tournament notable, if you know what I mean. Not competitively notable. That's the thing, is Tournament Fighters was my example of a game that wasn't like that bad. Had a bit more indie cred. Now I'm listing some actually bad games like 3D Balls. Damn, this is actually going down to the line. I don't even mind if people don't like Third Strike, so you can't offend me with that, even if it were true. It's definitely a game for some people, but not others. I am one of those people that it's for. And even I hate some things about it. Seeing as I played the most imbalanced character in the entire game. Mr. I either win by a lot or I lose by a lot. Every matchup is free, but sometimes not in my favor. Alright, I gotta go ahead in just a minute, once this match ends. I got a lot of quality sleeping to do before work. This is kill. Yup. I knew it killed, but I asked anyway. GoldenEye multiplayer with 2 odd jobs. Slappers only. GoldenEye multiplayer slappers only. That is the highest level of Kusoge fighting games. Is a game that's not even a fighting game. Slappers only, fucking no projectiles. Time mines only, no. We're playing fighting games. You have to slap the opponent. I'm ready for some cursed before I leave. Oh, it's the fucking Street Fighter 4 alpha. That's some good shit right there. I'm leaving by. License to kill, yes.